heard a cat.
Hey there, Snicker Snacks. Welcome back to Vorpal Tales Presents Awesome Adventures. As always, I'm your host. Hey, I'm producing tonight, and if something goes wrong, it's definitely Tyler's fault. Space Lord Pajamas. Let's introduce our intrepid Starfinders, Devin, Dwayne, Ever, John, Tim, and Steve. How you doing, awesome sauces?
Much better.
Much better? Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
More better?
Doing
More
great
better.
on our first. Doing great on our first time round for this show tonight.
More
Yay.
betters.
I found the wrench that was thrown into things.
Oh, good on... Oh, yeah, there you go. Good on you. Nice, thanks.
And so it begins.
So, at the top of the show here, I just want to point out that we're still in a moment of history. Minority communities are basically fighting for the right to exist in our society. It shouldn't be that way. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. This means the right to equal pay, actual living pay, the ability to go through your day not being harassed or threatened just for existing. Just be excellent to each other. We here at Vorpal Tales are being the best allies we can be, encourage others to do the same. Check out our Twitter, website, or just simply follow the social media tags to get involved. So for those of you following along at home tonight, we're playing Paizo's Starfinder. That's right, Paizo's Starfinder. Our current awesome adventures is Outer Worlds, Inner Demons. Thanks to Paizo for going, hey, what if elves and dwarves were in space, and giving us Starfinder. As always, we're running Astral Tabletop, the Chimitaco Enchilada Rito of online gaming tools to bring your friends together and roll some bones. Also be sure to check out our other shows on our channel. Fridays is our newest show. Is it our newest show? It's kind of our newest show. Eldritch Echoes takes us to an age of sword and sorcery. Modiphius' Conan Adventures in an Age of Undreamed Of. On Mondays, our terrifying storyteller, Eldritch Echoes, runs us through Onyx Path Publishing's Mage 20th, Technocracy Reloaded. We're playing Onyx Path Publishing's Scion Demigod. There's a Kickstarter that was funded almost immediately when it went live. Check it out and get some of them stretch goals. That happens on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, on both Onyx Path Publishing stream and here on Vorpal Tales, it's Hunter the Vigil, 2nd edition. Cold Cases in Forsaken Spaces. I'm going to drink a water because I've been freaking out for the last 20 minutes.
Stretch goals. Stretch goals. Yeah.
All right. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at Vorpal Tales. Most importantly, subscribe to our Patreon. It's patreon.com/Vorpal Tales. With the different tiers, you get really cool stuff like movie date nights with the cast and crew. We appreciate all your love and support. That's patreon.com/Vorpal Tales. And with the introduction out of the way, we can get to why everyone's here. So, Starfinders, what's your favorite sci-fi flick of all time and why? Starting with Devin, you're first.
Damn.
Dune.
Dune. Cool. Good choice. All right, you're not kicked off the show. John, what's your favorite?
Oh, God, I feel a kickoff coming already. My favorite is definitely, and try not to judge me for this, the Pitch Black series, the Chronicles of Riddick series.
You're my favoriteest and most best friend. You get 5,000 experience points. All right, cool.
Oh, thank you.
Dwayne.
Wow. There's a lot. But let's throw it back and go with let's go Enemy Mine.
Enemy Mine. Wow.
Nice grab there.
Wow, that is nice. Okay, Steve, beat that.
Wait, I can't. Did you say movie specifically?
Yes, sci-fi flick.
Oh God.
Sci-fi or space sci-fi?
Space sci-fi, basically. You've all been hitting it out of the park so far, so.
I'm going to get fired. I know it.
I mean, there's all the classics and the chestnuts, but I think. Oh God.
Donner Net is with Dwayne here. Don't look at chat, Steve. Give me an answer.
I was not informed this was going to be a question.
That's the point of these questions.
And I know what I want to say if it can do TV shows.
No, it's a movie.
Yeah, no, that's the reason why I didn't say Stargate.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Wait, no, there is the movie.
Barbarella.
Yeah, Stargate's made a couple movies.
Yeah,
The first one was a movie.
movie.
The movie started. then the show followed.
Stargate #1 was fantastic, actually.
Come on, Steve. Nobody's
I was
going to
a
judge you.
teenager
There was a
and I
number
really
2?
enjoyed it.
Everyone took all the good answers. Screw it. I'm gonna go.
Technically,
No, screw it. Rathacon.
All right. See, that's a good
Okay.
choice. That's an amazing movie. Ever.
I'm the weakest link. Goodbye.
That's cool. I'm
Um,
sure you've seen a movie that was in
Well-
space. Like Space Cowboys? I'm sure it's Space Cowboys, isn't it?
I actually don't have a favorite sci-fi movie. I have
man.
a favorite sci-fi show.
I mean, I know this is going really nerdy, but like,
I'm a Trekkie.
What?
She's a Trekkie.
Star Trek.
Oh, she's a Oh, okay. So Star Trek show. Okay, have you seen any of the movies? Did you like any of the movies?
Meh.
Okay. All right, Tim.
And this is where I get fired.
Okay.
Because of its hilarity, in my opinion, I have to go with Flash Gordon, the original.
Ooh, well,
Nothing wrong with that.
Why is that? No. Why would you? You're fine.
Oh, okay. Oh,
well, you just left a
I
little
think-
bit of ambiguity there.
I'm surprised nobody said like Buckaroo Banzai or something. Something
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, there's just so many because I definitely I wanted to say all the super.
I was gonna say if
classics.
anybody said Battlefield Earth, I was gonna come like through the stream and get you.
but
I
I feel
was
like
gonna-
but I feel like I have a best answer that nobody said.
mm.
I just want to make sure I throw out there really quick because the
Okay.
correct answer was Galaxy Quest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's actually yeah.
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 Evolution.
Okay, yeah. Evolution
Yeah.
is. I still say kaka tuki tuki like all the
And
time.
I was, John, I believe we have established that kaka and tuki don't work.
That's what my daughter says all the time. Oh my god, don't even know where she got it from.
Yeah, Evolution's one of those movies where you're like, this shouldn't be as good as it is. Like this,
Right?
I expected
Yeah.
a garbage movie, but this is actually pretty good. Like this is
So
good.
bad, it's good.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's so bad. It's good. It's actually like it's a pretty good movie.
It's its own somehow good movie.
I
will
like
have to
I like
watch.
Orlando Jones and things. He should be in more things.
Oh, remember when
that
we
is
watched
true.
Sleepy Hollow and we're like, this is only good because Orlando Jones is
is in it.
not that that show is bad, but like Orlando Jones was in it and is that much better. Cool. All right. So
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
the movie, I love the
Cowboy
movie.
Bebop.
Well, that's a show.
I know it's
Yeah.
not. I know it's not a movie, but it's.
They
still
did make
great.
a movie, and the movie's
They
pretty
did.
good.
I think
so,
they made one.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. So, as mentioned, tonight's game starts us off with an epic science fiction adventure fantasy in the system of Starfinder. Based on the open game license and more of a modified version of Paizo's original Starfinder fantasy game system, Pathfinder game system, Starfinder is about delving into alien ruins in search of lost magic, matching wits with corporate technomancers and the robot army in the gritty streets of a space station. Strafing a dragon-crewed attack cruiser with your starship, defending a new colony from deadly alien predators, or making first contact with previously unknown alien empire. Gameplay is very much like, say, your standard D&D or Pathfinder game. If you played in any of those or seen any of those played, that's pretty much what it is. However, Starfinder is its own distinct rule system with its own ancestries, rules, and settings. So the comparison is very surface level. The mechanics are very much its own thing. I'm not going to describe the mechanics so much here, other than to say roll a d20 to resolve just about any action in the game, like most d20 systems, and with modifiers based on the action you're taking. Damage via weapon types, such as will use different dice, but if I'm asking you to contest an action, the d20 is what you're going to be rolling. This more than likely is built into your sheets, so if you just click the labels, it should roll but it helps to understand the mechanics of what's happening behind the scenes. So I know a lot of you guys built your sheets on your own, so that's good. Otherwise, I'll be describing here is very much to put you in the mindset of what type of game this is going to be. So, like I said, Starfinder is a tabletop adventure role-playing game, RPG, an interactive story in which one player, the game master, sets the scene and presents challenges, while the other players each assume the role of a science fantasy hero and attempt to overcome those challenges. By responding to situations according to their characters' personalities and abilities, the players help to create the story's plot as the outcome of each scene. This is called an encounter. This then leads to the next, and you just keep going through encounters. And dice rolls combined with pre-assigned statistics add an element of chance and determine whether the characters succeed or fail at the actions they attempt. You can think of an RPG as a theater. The players are the actors, while the game master is the director. But you don't have to be a skilled actor or storyteller to play this game. Just describe what you want your character to do, and let the game master and the rules do the rest. So, in Starfinder, you and your friends play a crew of a starship exploring the mysteries of the weird universe. Within this framework, however, there are no limits to the characters you can play or stories you can tell. Will you join the Starfinder Society, unearthing alien technology, or seek fame and fortune as a corporate mercenary? Perhaps you're a xeno-warden fighting to protect the ecology of new planets. A mind-reading mystic detective, that's a cool one. Or an android assassin with a magical sword trying to atone for a dark past. That's your emo edgelords. Whatever your mission, you and your team will need all of your magic weapons and wits to make it through. Most of all, you'll need each other. Whether your tools are laser rifles, powered armor, esoteric magic, or simply your powers of persuasion, the Starfinder role-playing game is a game of heroes who change the face of the galaxy one adventure at a time. So, a little bit about our gameplay here. This is going to be a theater of mind. We'll not be using maps that much. In some of the bigger battles or maybe boss battles, I'll throw out some maps on the screen. We won't be able to stream those because we've got way too many people in this game, which I'm happy to have you all here. Yeah, as always, I'll try to be descriptive and helpful as much as possible with the environments. Players, make sure you know your characters can do in the time of crisis or battle, and make sure you have your actions ready when it's your turn to act. This is a game of science fiction fantasy, so that Arthur C. Clarke quote of any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic, that kind of holds a lot of water here. The cosmos of Starfinder is basically an uplifted, advanced version of the Pathfinder world. Elves and dwarves do exist in this world, but so do the Vesk and the Yoski. Magic and science might as well be the same thing. You as players reside in an existence of endless wonders and unrelenting nightmarish terrors. So let's talk about this cosmic landscape that you reside in. I've taken the basics from the Starfinder core and modified it a little bit. I'm still coming up with names and overall hooks and phrases, but the basics are all still there. Your cosmic adventure is actually very localized as to what is considered civil and habitable. In the ancient times, the world was elves, dwarves, and men, worshipping their distant star of radiant light as a goddess. Then time passed on, the elves and dwarves more or less parted from the world in Tolkien-esque fashion, leaving the world of humankind and technology. Humans reached the stars, built the Tannhauser Gate with the promises of reaching deep into the cosmos. Unfortunately for them, the cosmos reached back with terrible tendrils of darkness and madness. Humankind found the distant stars more dangerous than anything they could imagine. Still, the riches and the glory to be found amongst the stars were far too tempting for humankind to be left unabated. Time passed on, and humankind explored its local system and was able to reach into the worlds just beyond the Tannhauser Gate. Yet, in the history of known space, something most curious happened. Humankind had a long desire to meet sentient life beyond the stars. This happened mostly in an instant, as if everyone had awoken from a collective dream. The local system that had once been populated with just humankind was now populated with all kinds. As strange as this was, it seemed to have always been this way. No one was quite sure what caused the event, as it was known. Technicians will cite a malfunction with the Tannhauser. Scholars will say it was some sort of magical means. Us as players will probably metagame that into one of Tyler's characters doing something weird in a game we've yet to play. Whatever it was, Most people have accepted the consequences. Ves, Yoski, Ashunta, they all have always been part of the local system, as much as elves, dwarves, catfolk have been a part of it as well. More so, the Earth-like homeworld was replaced with a massive space station mounted to what some say are the remains of the previous planet. But just as with all kind, as far as anyone can remember after the event, life was just always this way, despite everyone knowing that it wasn't. That was then, and then it's for scholars and professors to suss out. You're part of a crew that dares to explore beyond the Tannhauser. While exploration in the local system is fine and safe, real profits are to be made in the deep, weird, infested, scary cold cosmos beyond the known space. At least, real profits were to be made before your ship was attacked by a mysterious force that killed your captain and sent you plummeting towards a watery planetoid, crashing you into a sandy beach at the edge of the dense jungle forest with a quiet volcano at its center, and the sounds of strange animals calling into the air. Starfinders. What do you do? But more importantly, who are you? Please tell us about your characters. John, since you're at the top, tell us who you are. Can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Why do I do the thing? Okay, sorry. Yeah, so I kind of picture myself as a little bit of a professor-esque. He's more wanting to be in tune with other people and to kind of associate with other people than just be kind of on his own. And he enjoys actually talking and learning about other people and exploring what would be his future now. And he wants to kind of just go out and see what there is to see at this moment in time, and that's what led him to be here. What
What is happening?
Okay. All right. Apologies, I had my volume turned up a little bit there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of what he just wants to explore and to meet new people and to go places that he hasn't been before, and in relative safety, but there's always that danger that comes along. And now we're on a sandy beach, so hooray! Yeah, awesome.
Sandy Deadly Beach.
The sandy deadly beach. Everything's fine here.
It's all
Right?
fine. Everything's
It'll be fine.
All right, cool. Dwayne, you're next in my line. Who are you?
Tonight I will be playing Nibble, a Yoski Solarian. Where he's from, and not a lot of his kind are Solarian, so he feels kind of like an outcast.
Mm-hmm.
But one day he found this little boat of space power energiness, like a little blue planet. And it just it was attracted to him, and it just floats around him, giving him cool powers. His power is going to be the solar armor. I didn't go with the weapon.
Oh, cool.
But he seeks out alien life, looking for more Solarians to like kind of feel needed.
All
A
right.
place of belonging, if you will.
Cool. All right. Steve, tell us about your character.
So my character is a Sarkessian. Sarkessians are from the diaspora. Diaspora?
Mm-hmm.
The diet something. No, they're from the diaspora. They're actually the dominant race of the diaspora, I believe. And they are these 12 to 15 foot tall space fairies. Basically, I can survive in the vacuum of space and do cool stuff like that. But specifically, my character, President Ovaltine, that's my common name. My Sarkessian name has long since been abandoned because I don't go by that anymore. So I had to choose common names, and just picked 2 words and ran with it. I'm an operative. I am an expert in infiltration and things. Or I wanted, I guess, being level 1 as much of an expert as you can be. Had a couple of low-level political assassinations earlier in my life, and I joined the crew because I'm actually probably on the run for those and wanted on several planets. And this is a good way to keep on the move and put my skills to better use than killing people for no reason.
Okay, cool. Ever, tell us about your character.
I'm playing Parsley Pepper Sage, who is an Isoki mechanic. And she just likes to explore space and learn new things and fix stuff and break stuff and fix it again.
Cool. And Devin, tell us about your character.
I am Nyanta. I am an envoy who is here to assist this crew. And if I can hustle anybody, I might do that too.
Okay.
Oh yes, and I'm also a cat. I am a catfolk. I walk around on 2 legs. I have a fluffy tail. Look at it as I steal your wallet.
Okay. Tim,
All right.
finally.
Box Squad Killer, the Vesk mercenary. I put big holes in tiny things. Or big things. I blow things up. It's what I do. So I am the heavy gunner of this group. So this is gonna be fun.
Why is your surname Squad Killer?
That is a title that I earned from my time in the Vesk army.
Okay. Is that because you got your squad killed?
No, actually the other way around.
Oh, okay, cool.
I wiped out squads on my own.
Oh, nice. All right.
So,
Cool.
Good distinction to have there, by the way.
yeah, no.
Whose squad is being killed here?
I mean, I'm a 7.5 foot
I am-
tall walking alligator.
The sole survivor of my only squad, 6 times running.
Yeah, up until the point that you explained that, I was very skittish of it.
You should be skittish anyway. You're small and edible.
Speaking of skittish, do we have something that skitters around in here?
Oh,
Crunch.
yes.
Oh. Step on it.
Tell us
I
about
also
little
have
buddy.
a tiny. Yeah. I have created a tiny little drone that specializes in stealth, and its name is Skitters.
Nice.
How big is it, out of curiosity?
Itty bitty.
All right, if I step on it, it's an accident.
What does it look like?
It looks kind of like a shiny silver beetle, and I have taken googly eyes and stickered it to its face.
I have accidentally stepped on it maliciously.
I mean, I could have
Is it-
installed actual emotive eyes, but I thought
Yeah, the googly
was
eyes.
funnier.
Yeah, the googly eyes. I'm down for that. Yeah, that's good. All right, cool. All right, so as I said, you guys, your ship has crashed just off the beach into a sandbar. You've all managed to pull yourselves ashore, and sort of in that tired moment, just having survived what you think is water. You're not sure, but yeah, the starship is just several meters out into the ocean, stuck in a sandbar, flaming, smoking, minor explosions, and yeah, and then the rest of you are just sort of on the beach, soaking wet, and you're at the edge of the water on one side and a dense forest on the other. What do you do?
Oh god, it's wet! I put the rest of my suit on.
Okay. You were always clothed, I hope.
Yeah, no, I had my skin suit. I just put the hood on and everything so that I'm technically covered from getting wet for the moment.
All right, cool. Anybody else doing anything in particular?
I get up and like I'm finding parts of wet sand like in arms and joints, and like I'm just trying to do my best to like pick it off for right now. And I'm looking at everyone else going, this was supposed to be like not a pleasure cruise, but that wasn't supposed to happen, was it? Did I sign up for this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I guess that's my fault then. I'm sorry. Picks a giant like piece of algae out of his arm. He just like tosses.
The ship is another minor explosion.
Oh dear.
I without saying anything, kind of stand up about 14 feet tall. I kind of start looking around at everything and everybody. So we're here. Has any supply crates or anything else washed up with us, or is there any out in the water?
You definitely can see, you know that, well, give me a perception check.
Okay.
First roll of the night.
Here we go.
Almost
we
always a
go.
perception check.
Almost always.
14. Nice.
14.
So, yeah, there is some, like, out in the water. You think it's water. And nothing but actual, like, debris has been washed up on the shore. You think that the ship is mostly intact? Not mostly? You're not sure from where you are at.
How far out is the ship from the shoreline?
It's a good swim. It's a good athletics check swim.
I was going to say, would a doable swim?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean,
Well, I have
part
no
lizard, I
idea.
should be able to make that.
Yeah.
Do I have weapons or anything on hand?
So, as I mentioned, you would have one weapon, whatever armor you were wearing, and at least one med kit on you at all times. Otherwise, you
Okay.
kind of bailed out at the last minute. You were able to swim ashore. You're kind of banged up, but otherwise, you do have that basic equipment. If you're going to find anything else, you're going to have to scavenge it.
Okay.
I'd like to wade out as far as I can and start grabbing, kind of pushing crates up to the shoreline.
Give me an athletics check.
Can I go about halfway and try and meet him? Like he try and daisy chain him up to the.
15.
All right. John, you wanted help too?
Yeah. Do that. Is it athletics?
Yes, please.
Oh, that's a great roll for me. Did that do the thing? No.
As all of this is going on, Nibble kind of like rolls over,
Yeah.
stands up. His blue mote is circling his head like that comical stars.
Why are you not doing this?
So you should just have to click the word athletics, and it should work.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah, that's where I screwed up.
And then he just says, Nibble okay, Nibble fine.
Nibble tasty. I'm sorry. No.
No, you're right.
I have to grab one of my tools. I'm missing like 5 wrenches, and my hammer is gone, and I need to find all my tools. And there's a cog, and parsley pepper sage just starts shoving tiny
Okay,
ship
there we
parts
go.
in her cheek pouches.
Unfortunately, not great. 3.
You rolled just a 3.
I
Okay.
rolled a 4 minus 1. I'm,
Not just a
I'm
3. I
helping
rolled
as
a
I
4.
Wow.
No,
as I
no,
like
no,
flail
minus
around
one.
in the
no.
water.
Guys, hold on. No, you just pressed the button a ton of times. Your first roll
Yeah.
was a 14.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the last one says 19.
Well, apparently mine is just being slow. I apologize.
That's okay.
All right. So you got a 14. You both got 14s.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna see if I can swim out there to the ship and see if I can salvage anything out of it or anything extra.
Okay. Go ahead and I'm sorry. Who was that? Tim. Go ahead
Yeah.
and roll just for the heck of it.
Athletics?
Athletics, please, as you guys are all swimming out there.
Come on. Yes, that one. No, do the damn. Why is it not working now?
Might take a
Click.
minute.
Make sure you're not editing your sheet too. Make sure you're just in
No,
the sheet.
no. It says click to send to chat. Click.
There it goes.
Nothing.
You got a
Oh.
25.
Yeah, I know what happened. I realized I had a little notification. It's there was a server delay with
Yeah.
Astral.
So you got a 25. So you're just free to do whatever you want. The rest of you are like,
Sweet.
you're not fighting against the current, but the current, like, you're struggling against the current. So you're kind of free to do what you want to do. Tim, your character can make it all the way out to the starship if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna try and go is to
Okay,
the
cool.
starship and see if I
So
can find anything in there that might be useful.
You're going to
For
the
extra.
starship, and Steve, you managed to push up a few crates filled with some random bits like ropes and tools, like tents, flares, flashlights, just all that sort of stuff. So you guys have your basic like adventuring gear, more or less, you have on you. John, you were able to help with that and get that stuff going. So you got all your basic adventuring gear. So anytime you guys need something like rope or flares or flashlights, you all have that at your disposal. Tim, you managed to get up to the starship itself, and you're able to climb on. And you notice it's very hot, but like the air's hot in the sort of manner that like a radiation hot. Give me a are you immune to poison or anything like that?
I
Or
don't
radiation effects?
remember off the top of my head.
I don't remember writing anything on your sheet that said that. So give
I
me
didn't
a
see it either.
give me a fortitude save.
All right. Let's see.
Off to a great start.
Yeah,
It's
right.
only 3.6 Ronkin.
I pushed the button, but I still don't see any rolls.
Yeah. My chat keeps disconnecting as well, so.
Yeah, it's just being real slow right now.
Every now and again it vomits out. So and so join the chat.
Yeah, I get that. I'm getting a ton of that all the time. Yeah, it says I'm not connected to the chat right now.
Maybe
Yeah.
just reload the room. It won't hurt.
All right, let me go ahead and reload then. Of course.
Super rad, Donernetto.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Actually, yeah, it's struggling after the reboot.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything either.
All right, let's try that again. Yeah, no, I restarted and it's just chugging.
Such an awesome first session, yo.
Yeah.
Makes me want
And
real bad.
as
It's
previously
just-
stated, this
but-
is all Tyler's fault.
All Tyler's
Yeah,
fault.
Exactly.
but it's also just been technical difficulties. Like it's just,
All right.
sometimes servers go down, so it's not a.
Go roll the dice roller in that link there in the
Yeah,
Discord
Tyler has
chat.
just sent
All
us
right.
a nice little,
Uh,
dice roller from Wizards.
what am I rolling? A D20?
Yeah, always
Yes.
a D20.
+6 modifier for my fortitude. Got a 22.
Oh, the chat just came back. Cool.
Oh, did
22.
it? All right.
22. Like, So just through like sheer force of will, you're able to sort of like push against the radiation itself. It's not really hurting you. You're just conditioned for this, and you're able to rummage through, and you actually manage to find a weapons locker. Um, also,
Oh, sweet.
since you're there, give me a perception, or if you got engineering, give me a roll that.
I do have engineering.
Okay, cool. Whichever one's higher.
What would my perception be? 2. No, engineering's higher.
Okay, cool.
22.
Awesome. Wow, you're just rolling 22s. Cool. So, you know that there's been a breach in the reactor. It's leaking radiation, and it's also slowly going critical. So that would be a severe danger for you.
Right, we should probably get the hell out.
Might not just be a localized blast.
Right. Oh. How big of a reactor is this thing?
It's a Starship reactor, so it's pretty big.
Like, I'm not going to be able to just fix it by myself, am I?
No, you might need a couple others to help you analyze what's actually wrong with it.
Right. Do we have any, like, communication devices?
Yeah, you always have comms.
Okay, we do have comms. All right, then I am going to... Well, first I'm going to rip open the weapons locker and see what I can find in that.
So you managed to find a standard issue laser rifle, a couple pistols, and just like a long rifle that you might be able to use for sniping or something like that.
Okay, I'll collect that stuff. And while I've got that stuff, I'm going to go ahead and put a call into... Spices over here.
Spices.
That's it. Your name's Spices now.
Pepper.
Yeah.
I like it.
Lizard brain. Can't. Yep. Spices. So I'm just gonna call Spices up on the Vox comms here and say that, hey, you might need to come check this out real quick in the Starship, because we have a reactor leak.
Oh, what did you break?
Not a damn thing. Well, nothing down there.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm gonna get carried away by the current.
I will come over and I will eat you across. How's that?
Okay.
Did you say eat?
Yeah, did you say eat or yeet?
Not eat. Well,
Yeet
I don't
them
know. It
across.
depends on how the roll goes.
Yeet.
Yeet you down my
Natural
gullet.
one. Eat you in the mouth, yes.
Exactly. So I'm gonna collect the weapons and then I'm gonna head back, to shore.
Okay.
Well,
And
You're able
then-
to swim back because you're used to it. If you have to go back to the ship, though, I'll make you roll athletics again, just because
do you have
you have a burden upon you.
Yeah.
do you have rope? Or,
I'm not a bird.
I was just gonna
I'm
say
a
if you
rat.
had if you had rope, you could tie a rope maybe.
You know, if we had a little bit of
Starship?
elastic band, we could make a giant slingshot and launch her across.
That sounds like fun.
I work that. Yeah, let's do that. It's a great
Actually,
idea.
you're better off building a trebuchet.
Nibble breaks off.
Trebuchet.
The superior siege weapon.
Are
Of
these
course.
like wooden boxes? Like wooden crates, or are they metal crates?
They're like future plastic crates.
So it's like a Yeti cooler.
Yeah, like a Yeti cooler, like those standard like crates that you always see in sci-fi movies.
Oh,
But I
okay.
think I
Yeah,
know
it's
where
like a
Dwayne's
standard-
going with this.
Yeah. So Nibble will do his best to like break off a lid,
Mm-hmm.
and he hands it to Pepper. He says, "You float."
I was gonna give her a piece
You're
of wood
so-
to paddle with, like a paddle board.
You're brilliant, Nibbles. You're really brilliant. It's a shame that you don't have the desire to work on this ship.
What's your engineering?
Mine?
Let's find out. Oh no.
Ever broke it?
Yeah.
What did she break?
My computer.
All the
Oh.
things.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. 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 I almost
It's all good
died
now.
inside. My engineering is
Don't die inside. They'll stink up the house.
a 9.
I have an 8. Do you want me to assist?
I have a 4.
I have 0.
We could be floating mice.
Two.
We could.
So
I would love an assist.
you could use
It's like
Tim.
flushed away now.
You two could both sit in like the empty crate. Tim's character Sobek could take you, like could hitch a rope and like pull you across. You could
Yeah.
swim across. Yeah.
That'll work.
Sounds like a plan.
Cool. All
Giant
three
crocodile pulling 2 mice.
of you. All three of you give me athletics rolls just to see if you can maintain stable and get against the current.
Come on.
Because
Oh,
I'm
come
good at
on.
that.
Or if you have acrobatics, that'll count too if that's higher.
I
for you.
do.
All right.
There we go. Jeez, 26.
Oh wow! Look at you guys.
18.
Wow.
Wow,
Okay.
Nibbles.
So
Dang.
Nibbles
Damn.
is actually just
I'm
like sort of
surfing
like
on this bitch.
he's
Nibbles
like
is standing on top of Spices here.
so Pepper's in the actual box and got her little head over the edge just like this, but like Nibbles is just like doing some Van Damme stuff where like both feet are like on the edges and he's just like this, got his arms crossed as Sobek's pulling him across.
Doing some Ed Hardy shit.
And yeah, got you up against the thing. Everybody rolled me fortitude saves again.
What an adventure.
19.
19, you're good.
Oh,
My God, I think I found my game.
21.
21.
Five. So
Oh.
Pepper, you like immediately put on like a weird mask that you found, and like you sort of take all the precautions. Nibble's just looking all badass in the crate and sort of like steps off and immediately just is like poisoned. Like he feels sick and just retches and like immediately just has like radiation sickness.
Immediate face plants
Oh,
on the side of the
Nibbles.
ship. Bing.
Nibbles' inside hurts.
I could make your outside hurts if you'd like.
So Dwayne, you're at a -2 to any rolls that you make at this point.
Oogie doogie.
So yeah, you're able to find the reactor. It's pretty banged up. It's going critical, but you think you still have time to actually fix it and get it. You'll never fly this ship again, but you won't blow up in a nuclear explosion.
Oh, poor
Take that whole
Petunia.
area with us.
I named the ship Petunia when no one was paying attention.
None of you actually knew the name of the ship you all decided to fly on, but that captain's dead now. So you know.
The actual name's got on a plaque engraved, and Sage has just put like a metal plank over it, and nailed it on. Wrote Petunia.
After it crashed, so that it stays there forever.
Tear it, it's all welded in.
Cool.
Let's see.
So yeah, what do we need to fix this thing?
Roll
I'm
your
gonna go with
engineering.
engineering. Wait, am I helping with them?
You can if you want to. If you think you're gonna be of some assistance.
I mean,
24.
24, nice.
I can. You know what? How about not? I'm good.
You're good. All right.
I
I'm
don't
good.
know if mine rolled or not.
I didn't see.
There
Oh,
it is,
there it goes. 13 -2.
Ugh, yeah. Minus
So-
wow, 11. I'm off to
Yeah.
a fantastic start.
So Pepper, you're able to manage to figure this thing out. Like you find some
Like you've
strips
been working
of
on it for a couple of
metal
weeks.
that you're able to like fix up and sort of patch over. You're able to get the computer system into a routine that it sort of. You put the reactor in shutdown mode or standby, so it's not going to go critical anymore. And Nibble's over here trying to help, but he's tripping. He's sort of like up against the wall. He's like, if you
He
ever
just
watch
finds
like,
just finds a metal rod and starts hitting it. Fix.
if you ever
Fix.
watch, if you watch like reality shows where they do
No,
like
he's
athletic
he's like the
competitions.
guy in Armageddon.
He's like that guy who just he's like talks up a good game. He gets to the actual like thing where he needs to perform, and he's just like, "Oh man, like my foot hurts. I can't do this." But with
He's
radiation,
like the Russian
My
cosmonaut in
hands were
Armageddon
sweaty.
with the wrench. With
I
the
was just
powers.
I was just picturing, like when the bridge is under attack in Star Trek, how everyone's shaking all over the place, except he's the only one doing it. Everyone else is just like,
Standing still.
we moved an inch.
Cool. So after a few minutes, the radioactivity in the area sort of goes out, and everything's back to normal. The whole Geiger counter sound of it's just rapidly going, but now it's just back to the little slight
Tick.
noises that it would make. So yeah, but the ship, this will never fly again. There's holes torn in the side, whole systems are just shot. The entire bridge is just ripped right off and somewhere off in the ocean somewhere. But yeah, you seem to be good for now. You're good.
Is there any way to make it to the captain's quarters, or is that section of the ship gone?
Most of those sections are gone. You pretty much just had cargo bays and engineering left at this point. And even that stuff is all floated out to sea or fell out in holes that were ripped in it as it went down the side or down to the planet. Cool.
All right.
So unless anybody wants to do one last bit of scavenging, y'all make it back to the shore.
Yeah. What can we grab from the cargo bay?
I don't know. Why don't you do a perception roll and see, or if you have the ability to search or anything like that. I think perception's probably going to be your only thing.
Yeah.
I would let you roll an engineering or say computers if you wanted to get anything along data wise or something like that, or if you think you might be able to find a bigger piece of hardware that you can use. I'll let you roll those.
I will roll engineering for building materials or things that would help us, or how about survival? Things that might help us survive.
Battery packs.
It's actually lower. It's actually lower than my engineering, but it makes more sense.
Fair enough. Roll it and see what you get.
Am I still at the -2?
No, that's gone away by now. Survival.
Didn't matter.
11. You managed to find a few spare batteries in a tent that fits one person.
One person or two mice.
Good for me.
But yeah, that's all you're able to sort of come across with that roll. Anybody else?
I would also like to search the ship.
Okay.
I mean, I found what I needed to find, so I'm good.
I'm gonna roll engineering for mine. Eventually.
Eventually.
Speaking of what you found, big giant lizard man, can I get one of those laser pistols?
Yeah, sure. I'll just give him one of the basic.
There it
it's
goes.
like a basic
23.
pistol.
You rolled 23 twice. Wow, nice. So you're
Really?
actually able to find a lot of scientific equipment, some pocket computers and things like that. A lot of instruments for analyzing things. This looked to be this is probably a surveying ship. So you find a lot of surveying equipment on board that's left in a couple of crates that didn't fly out.
Jesus, you rolled 323s.
Yeah, pretty awesome. You find a couple weird drills. You find a welding torch with a small tank that you can carry around. Other than that, that's really all you're able to come up with. Just a lot of weird gadgets and gizmos and analyzation stuff and some construction gear, which is all useful, but you're not sure how you'd be able to put it to good use.
Anything for
Yet.
cartography?
For what?
Cartography for map making, so we could survey distances. Since you said it's for surveying.
Yeah, you can define some equipment like that, but nothing that's got to tap into any sort of local satellites for GPS. Or anything
No,
like
I was
that.
thinking just a local, couple mile scout.
Yeah, you find some binoculars and things like that. So you're good on that front.
I'm guessing the binoculars were all in the stuff that washed ashore.
You actually find a good set of binoculars with Pepper's roll, and so
Oh,
you find
okay.
a good
Cool.
good set of like range finders and things like that. So,
Nice, like tactical range finding stuff.
yeah, like tactical, like they were using it for like surveying and things like that, but it's definitely that level of like tactical. You could use it for tactical
It's
sort
like
of.
clone trooper tactical visor thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So you got all that. You're able to get it ashore. The sun's high, and
Turn this off.
yeah. What's everybody, while they've been on the ship, what's everybody else been sort of doing on the shore? Just waiting? Anything in particular that you might want to do? Might want to have been doing?
They better be making
Uh,
margaritas.
Is taking
Margaret.
10 a thing in Starfinder?
This,
Taking
Yes.
10 is a thing, yes. What would you like to take 10 in?
Just setting up like a base camp and a fire and stuff, because after all this, I'm sure we don't want to start trekking through the forest right now. So we can take a day, get our bearings, scout out a little bit, and so I'll just set up camp. while
Actually,
everyone's
that's another
doing that.
question. Do we have like flashlights or anything like that? Lamps, torches?
You were
or
able to
something?
find all that
That
in
was
the
that
first
was the
set.
stuff in the
Yeah.
crate we found.
Okay, it's all in the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have my moat as well. It gives off dim light.
Okay, cool.
So I'll make
I
a
was planning
fire.
on just sorting through everything so that we had it all properly organized. So we
That thing's now going to be called Little Light.
have
Cool.
Tasty and Little Light.
Yep. Spices and Little Light.
And I'll go ahead and help set up camp for the most part.
Okay,
He
cool.
Can
doesn't,
I-
he doesn't really know what he's doing at all. Being like an android who never had to build a thing in a day in his life.
Okay.
So he's like putting a piece of wood up on a diagonal, and he's trying to put the, you know how you see the shelters on TV all the time where it's got the little, and it just keeps falling over every single time, and he's just setting it up, and he puts the sticks on it, and then it falls over again, and he goes, you know what, maybe I should just go help start with the fire. I'm gonna go help with that. And he's sitting there, and he's actually getting like moisture on the logs as he goes along.
So President hasn't spoken since the crash. So he just kind of like looks at is it Terry
Terry, yes,
Ter-
T3RRY.
T3. He looks at T3 and he just kind of like
Just silent cat judgment.
Makes me
just kinda-
feel real.
just kind of goes back to doing what he's doing. And then when I'm finished and comfortable that we have a fire and we've got like a couple of things like organized, like, hey, here's food when you get back, and hey, here's like bandages if you need anything. Nothing like just basic camp stuff.
Mhm.
What I'd also like to do in the time it takes him to go out there and come back is do some very basic scouting and reconnaissance of the tree line and the surrounding area. So I'd like to stealth and just kind of like, do some recon.
I'd like to join him for that.
Okay, cool. Both of you roll me. You can either roll stealth or survival, depending on which higher for you.
It's gonna be the same.
There we go. There's my rules. I rolled a
There you go.
14 with a plus 10.
Oh wow, that's a hell of a
Wow.
stealth roll.
Yeah, dang. That's the way my roll should have been.
Yeah, I got
Stealthy man.
a 29.
Nice. So you're able to.
The 13-foot tall Sarkessian
It's better than
becomes
Tree.
the air.
Yeah, you basically look like a tree to anything that would be out here. Wait, I just realized your name Nanya Cat.
You're welcome.
Just realized that.
I did a lot today to prep this room. Comprehensions of
An
words.
hour and 15 minutes in, he finally gets it. Yes.
That is my
That's-
contribution to this.
There's a
game.
tired DM.
I was more worried that the stream was actually going to work right. So
So I got.
It's all Tyler's fault.
I see the medicine packs and everything. I was like, oh, that's something I can do. Okay, so I set it all up and I organize it, and then I turn back and I hear I see him walk off, and I assume he's scouting, and I turn back to the mess and I go, oh, you want some help with that? And he's already gone, and like he's leaving no trace, and so I'm like,
But you see this tree every
But-
once in a while that like moves. Or you think it's a tree? Maybe it's a tree. You're not sure. Is your character really 14 feet tall, Steve?
He's twice the size of me.
I am
He's
considered a,
Actually, large character.
Yeah,
I am considered a large creature.
Okay.
I'm 14 feet tall.
That
Jesus.
is insane. You're as
Yep.
tall as a house.
A long boy.
That horse is as big as a house.
Bird.
Horse is
Bird.
So, Nanya, you're able to like get in there, and you're like, this jungle's freaking dangerous because you hear sounds, like you smell smells of like creatures out there. You do get a sense of like just almost like death itself, or like Karen of just like something's out there that kills a lot of stuff and just death stinks in its wake. As I learn everybody's characters, President Ovaltine. You're able to like just stealth your way in as far as you can, and you actually come upon what you're like dinosaurs, but they're not quite dinosaurs. They look like weird, like alien, genetically manipulated to weird odd colors with strange tentacles, and like some have 4 eyeballs instead of 2 and just weird fins on them. Not a common sight, but these look like some not metosauruses. But then as you're standing there like a tree, like something huge just brushes up against you and then goes in and just chases after one and chomps it in one bite and then disappears into the brush. Slowly
walk away.
And you're able to get back to camp safely with that roll of 29. And by that time, everybody's back on shore. You've managed to pull everything out of the broken ship. You've got all your special equipment that you found. You've got all your survival equipment you found. You got about a week's worth of rations on you for everybody, if you sort of proportion it right. But they're sort of like those like strangely meaty, sort of like fake meat, sort of veggie things, sort of rations. Just
Yeah, with the awesome combination names.
yeah, well, like the weird combinations of
banana
like
meatloaf,
banana meatloaf,
Oh,
broccoli and pomegranate beef, like just weird stuff like that.
just strawberry lasagna.
Stop.
But it's all just like this weird paste that comes out of a tube or is in a weird block.
I am really happy. I don't have to eat that.
I take like a sliver off one of the blocks, and then I do like banana stroganoff, like flavoring across the top.
No, it's orange stroganoff.
Oh, okay.
Big
Better. That
difference.
makes it better.
No, hold on.
Banana prime rib.
No,
Yeah, there you go.
it's buttered strawberry beef stroganoff.
Candied salt.
He goes back.
so stoic.
He's. I can't. Oh, sir, I can't tell if that's physical pain or emotional pain. How does that make you feel?
I offer one to whoever sits next to me. Just
Oh, Nibble will grab it and just
It tastes
like
weird.
a starving mouse.
Like just exactly what you think buttered strawberry beef stroganoff would taste like.
on like space soy brick.
With soy cheese and pepper. That's what he's managed to like spray on it. So not you.
Well,
Yes, let's eat.
I mean, I know
yours
I'm a
spicy.
snack, but that's nowhere near a culinary masterpiece.
Yep.
So you're into sort of mid-afternoon at this point as you've set up a basic shelter. Nibbles has his own tent that he's managed to set up. And what do you do for, like, defenses or security? Do you take any of those precautions?
We should probably do that in shifts.
I
Night.
pray.
You
My
pray?
my goddess will deliver us.
Okay.
And I
That's
set
evil.
up a tree line rope jingle alarm.
Yeah, give me a survival check.
This is gonna be fun.
Got feathers and bells stuck on this rope. He's gonna be playing with it all fucking night.
Why is that alarm jingling again? It's just
What
the
the hell's
cat.
going on? It's just the cat.
It's just the cat, man. He's fine.
Alright, if it didn't roll, I'm trying again.
Can I rig some sort of like
Yeah, this thing keeps choking.
things out of what I've found?
Yeah, what do you want to rig? You've got enough junk you've got enough random, like, electronics, junk, debris, equipment that you could maybe rig almost anything.
A laser perimeter.
Since
You better,
You
you're gonna
really
have to
want to
roll-
send the cat crazy?
You're gonna have to roll a pretty good engineering to manage that. You
I
can
mean,
take.
try and boost what I did. I
I'm not
rolled
saying you couldn't,
22.
but okay. Wait, you rolled a 22 to.
I'm gonna keep the cat up all night.
You
I have
do.
+5, and I rolled a 17 on the thing Tyler sent, since I haven't seen anything pop up for me yet.
Against your better judgment, you're like, I'm gonna do with some string and some feathers and some bells, and I'm gonna make this thing. And against everything in your cat instincts, you're able to resist it, and you manage to like hook up a couple of tree lines and a couple stakes with like some bell alarms. Pepper,
I have properly abstained from my baser instincts and created a defensive line for us.
I just throw this massive ball of yarn across the freaking across the way in front of him.
Pepper, you want to roll engineering, see what you get?
Mhm.
This thing is choking up, man.
Yeah, mine's
have-
chugging hard tonight too.
I have clicked it. And
Yeah, the
I
chat seems to be down again.
have a notification. that
Go to
Like
your
I
own-
reloaded.
Go to
and
your,
it's-
go to the dice roller, see what you get.
Okie dokie. And just roll a d20. Right?
Yeah, and make sure to add your
D20
engineering
plus your
stuff.
mod.
Plus your mod.
Okay. That would be
+9, right?
yes. $21.
Nice. So you're actually able to take apart some of the devices, take apart one of the laser pistols, and you manage to set up this little laser array with some mirrors that actually are very in close proximity to the camp that you've built. And if something crosses that, it'll actually give it a quick shock, because the laser beam's not like a full powered laser beam, but it'll also set up a small alarm and like some sounds that'll should scare anything away. So you feel safe and content that you and your group are going to be at least awakened if anything should come across you.
Nobody touch it. Don't even sneeze in its direction because you might set it off. I did a really good job.
Hey, your roll showed up finally in chat.
Nice. All right. Cool.
Oh,
You got a 27.
nah, that was even better than what I rolled.
Nice. All right, cool. So you got a camp, you got a fire, you got some perimeter stuff, and Anybody else think they want to do anything? Any other ideas they might have?
Yeah. So we've got food.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a look at this water.
Okay.
Find out what it is. Can we drink it? Can we use it? Is it flammable?
Do you have
Well,
life
I'd like
sciences?
to swim through it.
Oh man, I should have made the water flammable. Damn.
Would that be
Missed
something that would we'd have an equipment for in that survey stuff?
Yeah. You managed to have some good survey tools, and I believe you have life science. Do you not, Dwayne? Maybe.
I do.
I have life science if he does not.
So the both of you could roll to help each other out and try to figure out what you could do with this water.
All right.
Is it a what?
What's your life science at, Dwayne?
Mine is at 6.
Okay, same rolls. So
Is it physical science or life science?
life.
Okay.
Mine's both of mine are 6. So
Yeah, same here. Same here.
I have a physical science of 9.
Oh,
9?
life science. Here we go.
18? 16.
It was
Nice.
16. Yep.
So between the two of you, you got a 20. So you're able to like take some samples. It's not necessarily drinkable, but you think if you were able to use a couple of small contraptions, you would be able to extract actual water from this substance. But whatever this is, it's like highly full of plankton and other like small microbial entities and things like that, but it's not straight up drinkable.
As long as we have a way to convert it.
So what you're saying is that it's full of biological material, so we can't drink it?
Biological material, and it's not actual water, but you would able to be like pour some in a thing, do some science on it, and get a couple of liters of water out of it.
Right. Well, if we can't drink it, can we eat it?
No, it is actually harmful to you.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
Like in small quantities of like just swimming in it, it's okay, but
Ingested, it's bad.
ingested, it's bad, and prolonged
Got it.
exposure, you're pretty sure it's bad too. So
Okay. All right, science.
Can I engineer a filter?
Science.
yeah, you got a +9. You can take 10 like within like an hour. You have a filter where you're able to get a few liters of water out of it, but there's not a whole lot of H2O or the elements of H2O in there, but you're able to get a few liters, so you're set for water for the next couple of days, along with all the rations that you have as well. So you're good there. Cool. And by now it's early evening. The sun's going down, and another sun is coming up.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to get much sleep.
Awesome. Cool.
I-
Cool.
I think I've seen this before.
Who mentioned pitch black up front?
Oh,
All right. This is fun.
Within another
So-
hour, like the planet's just on a weird axis where like nighttime is about 2 hours and the sun just almost immediately comes back up.
This has got to be like the smallest planet ever.
It's a fairly small planetoid, yeah. You happen to hit strangely on the one piece of land.
Almost by magic.
Almost by magic.
All right. Cool. Cool. So
Like
either way, we
size
do
of
need to get a
spore.
rest. I mean, unless we're technically our characters are fine to continue going.
I mean,
We don't have any damage, and all of our items are at max.
If you didn't rest for a period of time, you would hit exhaustion quicker.
Alright.
considering we just survived a crash.
Yeah, you've been working all day and you've
Makes
been
sense.
through a stressful situation.
All right.
I'm pretty sure a rest and a couple of drinks are in need.
I can help with the watch. don't actually. I'm pretty sure I don't sleep at all, so I can just stay up, and you guys can just take your rest if you want.
Cool.
Oh. Okay.
We'll just set his proximity alarm.
You do not touch me.
Do we need to talk about consent?
Feel
I didn't touch you.
Cool. So,
like we are 3 years old now.
I'm not touching you.
T3
Oh, my Lord.
RREY is sort of sitting watch. He's sort of in shutdown mode, but he's definitely alert. You've got all your
He's
little
in standby.
systems. Yeah. You're able
Low
to
power.
unless anybody else wants to stay up, you're pretty self-assured that you could take a nap and at least, recover for 8 hours.
Yeah, I think, well,
and be good.
2 hours of darkness and 6 hours of blinding daylight.
So we might want to find a cave of some sort if we could, just to make sure that I know we all require some
there's
amount
no,
of darkness to
chunks
get
of-
a good amount of sleep.
You're able to get
restful
like
sleep.
yeah, like you're able to get some small sort of like structures built, like just leaning two pieces of debris against each other. So
Okay, I was just gonna
You
ask
can
that
get
if we
some
could get
I
like
sleep
chunks in the
inside
hull.
one of the
They
crates.
Just put your head in
Yeah.
the crate.
you
We're
could
gonna
literally
forget-
just put a crate on top of you and you'd be fine.
No. I sleep inside the crates.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If he
Like
fits,
I
he
climb
fits.
into it, not it climbs on top of me.
Right, if you fit, you sit.
Middle of the night, we just let him float out.
The Yoski, you're able to easily just take up residence inside a crate. Some of the bigger ones. So it's a 15-foot tall Paul Bunyan assassin over here, and the Vesk and the android that are a little uncomfortable. Like I imagine.
I mean, I just need two sides to cover my head.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
fine.
your head's stuck in like two debris pieces that are like triangled, but like
Yeah.
President Ovaltine is just sort of he's like got one
It's just
set
covering
over
like
his
his
head,
midsection.
and his feet are just his legs are just stuck out.
No,
out of it.
no, it's just one piece covering his midsection. His head's completely out, and his feet are sticking out still.
He's got his
You can
sunglasses.
put
on.
his head inside the one-person tent.
I
Rest of the body's
picture
just coming
like
out.
like an ostrich, just head in the ground. Everything else is out.
Cool. So everybody takes a 8-hour nap or whatever, and you're not even sure what time it is, but you do feel well rested. But close to the end of that, Terry, you actually do see something make its make movement along the edge of the forest, and one of the bell and feather traps goes off, and it immediately scurries away back into the jungle.
Okay, I just keep an eye, like I scan that area for a second, and I don't want to touch. Like I assume I don't know how to reset those traps. So
Probably
instead,
not.
I'll just sit like right there, facing that wedge of open area, and for the rest of the rest period.
Damn it, breakfast got away.
Everybody's able to wake up, and you're good to go. Y'all feel refreshed. The sun is just blazing up high, and it's getting pretty hot.
Did I catch what it actually was?
Roll a perception. Let's see how good you were paying attention.
7, 17.
17, not bad. You were, I imagine, Ovaltine. Did you tell them about the dinosaurs that you saw?
Yeah, I would have relayed that information one way or another.
You're pretty sure you saw some sort of dinosaur creature. You don't know if it matched the description of what Ovaltine said he saw. It definitely wasn't some huge predator that swallowed up something instantly, but
My
it was something
ancestors.
smaller.
Comforting.
Yeah.
Comforting. Even fun fact: even androids don't like to be swallowed.
Cool. So everybody's up. What do you guys do?
Oh, do we have a restful night's sleep, everyone? Or day
no.
sleep? I can't really tell.
Yeah. How long is the day cycle?
You're not sure because it's sort of erratic. Um,
Okay.
but
So we're on wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Got it.
you are in daytime most of the time.
You said there was a mountain or something that was a landmark, right?
There is a huge silent volcano in the center of the island, as far as you can tell.
Let's go wake that thing up.
So I grab like my backpack and I shove as much supplies in there as possible. I take my survival knife and I clip it into my the sheath, and I just kind of grab everything and I look to everybody. I point towards the volcano, and I start making my way. And I start making my way towards the tree line.
He wants to go to the volcano.
Oh,
He's not a man of many words.
No,
He is the
really
silent
isn't.
and stoic type.
Yes, indeed. It's making me feel very well,
Oh,
not
he's gonna
him,
die
but the
first.
volcano is very making me feel very uneasy. Okay.
Nibble will follow.
You stick with me,
It's-
Nibble. We're gonna be best friends.
Just
Nibble
to, con-
sticks.
just to confirm, that's the only landmark we really see, right? Except for trees in the forest.
That's all you see. Like you see
Like yeah.
ocean, beach, trees. That volcano is the only thing that you see that's distinctive.
To the volcano!
Yeah, if that's our
Yes,
landmark,
absolutely.
that's.
I mean, this will.
yeah.
I mean, at the very least, we can maybe get some obsidian deposits. Maybe take a look at some of the rocks around here. And they have to have other compounds here. Okay, all right. I'm just gonna go.
We'll follow
gonna
a
go
very
find
tall
breakfast.
man.
I'm going to disassemble my traps to take them with us.
Okay, and you're all able to sort of pick up what you want to take with you, but you can't take everything with you, so you're leaving a few things behind. So, of all the things that have been mentioned, what are you taking?
Nibble will take what he has with him, like on
Mhm.
his person, and he will take the one-man tent.
Okay. You managed to find basic survival tools, which doesn't count against you. You always have rope, flashlights, and things like that. You found a couple extra batteries. You found an acetylene torch with a small tank. You found a lot of survey equipment with some like drills and other things, and like some sampling materials. And then and you found those extra weapons like a rifle, a sniper rifle,
Yeah.
and a few handguns.
I'll take the sniper rifle,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna see if they'll let me, if I can use the tactical visor.
Yeah, if that's what
Binocular
you
The rangefinder.
Yeah, the rangefinder.
How many guns did we
Visor.
find?
You managed to
It
find
was
a regular sort of rifle.
a
You managed
laser
to
rifle, a
find,
sniper rifle, and 2 pistols.
yeah, like a hunting rifle and 2 pistols. It's
Uh,
not a
one
sniper,
pistol we
it's like
took
a
apart.
hunting rifle.
Oh, okay. It's a hunting rifle.
Oh yeah, you did take apart one of the pistols, but I imagine Pepper could have put it back together if she wanted to.
I gave a pistol to somebody. Who did I give it to?
Me.
Nanya.
There you go.
Who does not have like a weapon?
I think
I have a knife.
from I don't know if I do. To be honest, I don't know.
And a wrench.
I have a laser pistol.
And a wrench.
On the
Okay,
base
'cause I
equipment I
plan on
got, I think I have a
That's
pistol.
is this like a dedicated hunting rifle for like big game or medium-sized game, or?
It would be like if you had between like a sort of like assault rifle in video games and like a marksman like rifle in video games. This
Okay,
is
so
more
it's like
leaning,
a carbine.
yeah, it's more leaning on the side of like a what would be considered like a hunting rifle or like a marksman's rifle. Whereas
Okay, so I'm looking at like a 30-06.
sure. Whereas the other one's just kind of like your standard issue like laser rifle.
Got it. Okay.
How big is this mining equipment?
The drill would be heavy to carry for most people. In the sort of like subsequent mining equipment that goes with it. So yeah, you got like a drill and some other like weird sort of mining stuff that might go with it. but yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah, no. If your arms can fit inside the parts that move, you should probably pick it up.
I
Well,
don't.
that rules me out.
I don't carry stuff. I just put it in my mouth.
Oh, it's not going. You like sort of like bite onto the end of the drill and like, oh well, that won't fit.
I definitely shove my tent in my cheeks.
Nice. All right. Fair.
Got a
Okay.
hamster. Oh God.
It's one of my abilities. I've got cheek pouches. I can carry up
got-
to one bulk
Yep.
in my mouth.
You do
my
manage to like fold up your tent and put it in your cheeks. Yes.
That is awesome.
We've got spices and cheeks.
Well,
You,
Ollie Soki can fit at least one bulk. Also, 1 square foot of material in our cheeks, because we're just awesome like that.
Oh wow. Nice.
Oh my God.
I'll walk up to the other laser pistol, the one that hasn't been already given to somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of look at it and point and go like,
I'll take a laser pistol, but
Take-
sure. Twist my arm.
If nobody would have taken it, I would have picked it up and put it in my cheek. Just shove a whole bunch
He
in
just
there.
trips, he goes off, shooting a hole in his face.
Don't accidentally lick the trigger.
The safety was off.
Mhm.
And that
Oh,
was
Lord.
the end of Sweet Nibbles Banon.
so
So there's still the laser rifle too.
the laser rifle.
What do you have?
That's not considered a small arm. It's considered a long arm, I believe.
Yeah,
so
it
I'm
is.
not. So I'm not proficient with it.
Use it like a club.
I mean, I have a knife.
Tape the knife to it. You have a longer knife.
Yes.
Take the
have a
knife to
knife
an end
with
of a
reach.
stick.
I get more damage by
This
using
is
the
how we
knife.
call it a spear.
I get more damage with the knife as a knife.
All right, John. I added the laser pistol to your character sheet.
We have
Thank you.
modernized warfare. We have we have stuck a knife on the end of a gun.
And called it macaroni.
What do you mean? What do you mean bayonets aren't useful?
God. I remember doing that course years ago.
The macaroni course?
No, not I do that one every week. In a group.
So we're heading into the forest.
Yep. Let me add the marksman's laser rifle to.
Astral keeps vomiting out these messages. Every time I go to close them, I accidentally hit the help button.
Hell,
Help!
Oh,
Hit!
Heck.
it's like it's giving me a reminiscence of Diablo 2.
Speaking of vomiting,
Help me. Oh, vomiting, you say?
I seem to have for anyone who watches the streams constantly, I seem to have a reoccurring theme with vomiting. I don't know why. Kethra vomited anytime Raylan talked to her. Vomited in her mouth. Einar has vomited I don't even know how many times in Conan, and Nibble already got radiation poisoning and vomited.
You have something you want to tell us, Dwayne?
It's your trademark.
It just happens.
All right.
You're just not allowed to have nice things.
Tim, I added the marksman's rifle to your sheet.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Anybody else need
I'll
anything
check that out.
added?
T3 took the second laser pistol.
Yeah, I gave it to him.
Yeah.
And
Devin got the pistol, but I don't know what he did with it.
I
I
got
already
two,
added it.
two batteries
okay.
and my one-man
Cool.
tent.
all right, cool. So everybody ready to march off into the jungle?
Hey, not bad. Yeah.
Silently, yes.
Holy crap.
Silently.
Most
So-
silently.
We're gonna do a sort of round robin of checks here.
Okay.
We'll need more successes than failures out of all of you. So there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we'll need 4 successes in order to complete this. You can roll survival, You can roll stealth. You could roll anything. You could roll like life science to maybe find your way or find like some stuff to help, sort of clear a path. You could roll athletics or acrobatics if you wanted to do something sort of flying, jumping, flippy shit. Or you could use perception to sort of spot a path clear into the jungle. So you can't repeat actions yourself, and you also could not do the same action that somebody else just did.
Uh-huh.
Can I bluff my way through the jungle?
The jungle has a very high sense motive.
Yeah.
Because
You're not
it's
going to
filled
beat
with
that perceptions check.
because it's filled with dinosaurs who don't care about you lying to them.
That's where diplomacy comes in.
Exactly.
I
can't
have
believe
that
this is
too.
a topic.
All right, cool. So who wants to go first with what action?
Hell with it. I'll go first. I'll use my survival to get
Okay.
through the 13.
Oh. So you're like, I know the way, and you walk for about an hour through the jungle, sort of like sneaking and whatever, and
We're back
you're
at the camp.
You are back at the camp.
Damn it.
Okay.
Either this island
Don't
is really
worry.
small.
I will show us the way.
Stealth.
19.
Nice. So you're like, I'll show you the way. And you dive back into the jungle, and you're able to sort of sneak past some dinosaurs that are off eating some trees or things like that. You think you see a predator, and you're able to duck around and go and sort of scurry along, and you're able to get everyone through. Who's next? It's one success
I'll go.
and one failure.
I will do a perception check.
Okay.
26.
Oh, crap, we could have done that. Shit.
You rolled a 26?
Yes, a 19 plus 7.
Okay, nice.
Oh, he's using the other roller.
Oh, he's using the other
Yes,
roller, yeah.
yes.
Got you. Okay. So 26, you're able to spot like what is clearly like an old trail through here. Looks like some maybe sort of like migratory trail. But it's pretty clear. You're able to walk, and you kind of get the distinct feeling as you look down, like this is a path that like a very large predator follows along. So the predator
hunting
itself
trail.
is not
Great.
here, but no other animals or anything like that wants to come near this place because they know something walks through here occasionally. So you're able to follow this path and sort of get deeper into the jungle.
As a point of order, the path that we are following right now is made by something the other critters in this area do not want to mess with. So I guess let's just be on our guard, because I don't want to die today.
How about tomorrow? Is tomorrow good?
No. I heard something about the god of death and what we say to it. And the answer was no.
No. Cool. So, Dwayne, Pepper, and Ovaltine. Who wants to go next?
Nibble will go next. Or wait, Steve, did you want to go?
Well,
Ovaltine?
I was going to ask, when you said that obviously we can't do the same roll 2 rounds in a row, but when you're saying that we can't do the same that someone else did, is it only the immediate roll they did right
You can't
before
do the
us?
immediate roll, right?
Okay,
So you can't do 2 perception checks in a row.
gotcha. Okay.
And I
then
can't go
Dwayne,
again.
you go.
Oh, okay. So I have life sciences, or not life science, physical science, because that has to do with like geography, right? Isn't it?
Yes, that would be geography.
All right, yeah. So let's see if I can, find a natural ravine or follow the ways of the groundness
Okay.
to make our way through.
Follow the groundness.
Yes, follow the groundness.
Not north.
Go groundness. 22.
22. All right, nice.
Does
22.
the groundness? What does the groundness tell me?
So the
It-
groundness that you're following is
Sounded
actually It's long overgrown, but you can definitely tell like this is an old lava flow, and you can kind of follow it towards the volcano, and it gets you closer. So nice job.
Come this way, guys. Groundness say go this way.
So
Oh,
between Pepper and Ovaltine.
I can step up and I can try to keep everyone crouched low and together, single file to hide our numbers, stuff like that.
Okay.
And I'll take
absolutely wonderful idea.
I'll do a stealth
Nice. 23. There you go.
for 23.
Nice.
Nice roll. So you're able to sort of follow that same lava line, and you're able to sort of duck between trees and avoid predators and things like that. You actually do see something large moving through the trees, but you're able to avoid it.
Nice.
And
Whispering. I think that's the thing we were talking about.
I think,
Pepper.
I think if I'm able, I'm going to roll physical science.
Okay, cool. Nice. 27.
27.
Wow.
Hell of a
The
roll.
only one that failed. Crap.
I think we all know who the Winkling is.
I am the weeb.
So you're able to make your way through,
Oh, me
and
too.
then as that big giant
stand.
thing, you're like, you kind of spot like water dripping from its big old maw briefly, and you're like, oh, I wonder if it got a drink of water. And by then you're able to sort of follow the trees and some root lines and things like that, and they're all pointing towards this clearing. And as you come into the clearing, there's this very clear pool of water that's quite large and round, and is sort of butts up against the edge of like jagged rock and cliffs that were once part of a massive lava flow from the volcano. But now you're sort of like, you're not at the foot of the volcano, but you're at the very edge of a steep incline of it. But you're at a clearing with a pool of water, and there's a small stream that further goes off into the jungle, and you're pretty sure that outlets to another part of the where it just dumps out into the ocean.
I would like to
Guys,
go.
this is amazing. I just found this pond and we can test the water and see if it's any good for us.
Fantastic idea. I would love to get a vial of this water, just for curiosity's sake, if nothing else.
I see you, Devin. I see you.
What are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna go over to the pool of water, stand at its edge, and get an empty vial out.
Okay.
And I'm going to get a little bit of the water.
Okay.
As he does that, though, I'll continue to do the stealth thing, kind of come up behind T3, and put my tall frame, long lanky arm on his shoulder.
How are you so quiet?
Just make sure there's no spooky woo.
There it is.
Fair point. Well done. And I almost put the flask back. But I'm like, oh no, we're here, we're doing this, and I grabbed the water and put it back. And apparently, that there's no spooky woo.
There is no spooky woo inside of the water. In fact, you can quickly analyze it, and yeah, it's pure water.
Oh, well, this is actually fantastic. We have found a pure source of water.
Are there any fishes?
I do not know.
Somebody can roll a perception check to just look into the pool itself.
I will
I'll
look
roll.
for the fishes because they are so delicious.
It's absolutely
12.
fascinating. I mean,
Oh my god.
Pure
12.
water.
Really? Double 12s.
What the hell?
You guys are like, man, that's a nice pool of water.
Can I take 10?
8. Oh my
Terry
god.
falls in the water. He's looking at it so
There's somebody
closely,
looking
like
back at me.
his head goes in the water, and suddenly he like falls in and is just like sort of sitting there all wet and.
I'm sitting there with the vial of water in the water, just kind of like hips deep in it. Got my legs out straight, and I'm looking down. And I don't think there's any fish in here.
Who said they wanted to take 10?
Me, because that'll give me an 18.
So after all this, you just sort of like, okay, I got this. Just let me look in the water, and you look at it intently, and it's very. There's no wind, there's no nothing, so the pool itself is very still, and it's almost like a mirror, but you're looking into almost like the depths of some portal. But it appears to be sort of bottomless, but every once in a while you see bubbles come up from a certain part, deep within the pool somewhere.
So, guys... Wait, sorry. So... Friends, compatriots, I believe we have something living in this pool. Somewhere.
I immediately jump up and get out.
And you occasionally see like a strange aquatic creature of strange alien origin that just doesn't look like anything that you would comprehend as a fish or anything, but every once in a while you see small critters like weird alien crab-like creatures and things like that on the bottom. So there is life in here. There is like some algae and some seaweed and like some aquatic plants and things like that. But but they're mostly on like the edges of what appears to be a bottomless spring. And every once in a while you see this weird like air bubble come up.
It's a little bit of life. I mean,
Ow.
it's almost curious. It almost makes you want to know what's down there.
I got a question. Does the spicy crab thing swim?
Does the spicy crab thing swim?
Yeah, the little thing that Spices has.
Oh, does her Skitters swim?
Skitters?
Yeah.
Skitters does not have swim.
Oh, there goes that idea.
Can you just for curiosity's sake, could you make like a submersible camera that maybe we can like just tie to a string and drop down, maybe?
Well, that's what I was gonna throw at that. The
Right. Yes.
spicy crab
Absolutely. Yes. I believe you're on the right track here. I like your idea.
Maybe a camera, maybe something with sonar. I could probably create almost anything.
Probably so.
Absolutely.
May I roll?
You may roll in engineering if you like.
Huzzah.
Don't you have some sort of skill or something that where you can like just sort of whip out anything if you have the stuff for it? I think I saw somebody have that.
So professional.
Scrounger, I have +2 racial bonus to engineering, stealth and
okay,
survival
that's right.
checks.
Good enough. Cool. Yeah, we'll let you blow through some engineering here and see how good you get.
Oh yeah, and I always have the appropriate tool for computer and engineering checks.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you actually think you could rig something. So roll engineering. 12. You end up just sort of putting Skitters in some saran wrap with a string attached, and you think maybe
I
that'll
do a
work.
Oh no.
But you're like, nah, that's not gonna work. That's what you get for a 3.
Oh no.
So it's
I'm sorry
totally
guys, I'm just
calm.
really tired. I'm so tired.
No. It's
I
fine.
got enough sleep, but
So, oh, sorry.
What's that?
Nibbles was eating all night long.
Oh,
Kept me
Nibbles.
awake.
And I mean the constant daylight can't be good for
So-
for rest.
not good for my
activities.
skin.
It's bottomless but very calm. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to wrap some rope around myself, around the waist,
Please
proper cinch knot, and Is there anything to tie it to up on top?
Yeah, you got a large lizard man.
Nope.
Something that can't be pulled in if I get yanked.
Let's tie it to the giant 14-foot stick and lay it across like a log.
mm,
Oh God.
I don't think he has the strength to manage this. Your closest thing that you get, because the tree line's too far away for the amount of rope that you have that you might want to attempt with this.
Is me.
It's you. It's the vest.
Wait,
Damn it.
I know what I can
Alright.
do. Nibbles, I need to borrow some of your tent equipment. I will give it back.
You're gonna make a diving bell out of this?
No, I'm going to steal the pythons that are in part of the tent kit.
Not gonna hold you if something grabbed you.
Oh, no. That's just in addition to the lizard man now. Because...
Oh, in addition to the lizard man. Okay.
He's gonna
Yeah.
stake my ass to the ground.
Yes, I am. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the environmental support systems on my suit, and I already have infrared on there, so I'm going to go for a dive.
Okay, cool. By the way, Tim, you've got spooky wood.
Oh, I have spooky wood. Oh, oh my.
So, give me a quick survival check, Nyanyeta. Nyanyeta.
Nyanta. Try that.
Nyanta.
All right, quick survival check.
If this doesn't work, I have an idea.
You're pretty sure
11.
that knot will hold. You're pretty sure.
All right.
Mostly sure.
Can I get a double check from the mice?
Maybe. They're not too busy eating snacks or something.
You want me
Snacks.
to double check the knot?
It is
Tasty.
very, very-
I mean, Sage, could you check my knot work for me?
You called me tasty. I don't know if I trust you.
I'm sorry. It's a baser joke.
I've never understood cat jokes. It's kind of like sarcasm. I just really don't get it. Okay, fine.
Also,
Just-
Pepper,
Thank you.
you've been given a spooky wood.
Crap.
Ooze.
I'm gonna roll
Play
before
this game.
What will you have me roll?
Which is higher, survival or engineering?
You've been leaning
Engineering.
You've been leaning pretty heavily on the engineering. Do you have survival?
I have a 2 in survival.
Go ahead and roll engineering.
It's not work. It's engineered work.
I also have medicine, perception, and physical science.
I'm just like standing there looking around,
Engineering's
watching
probably
this
the
happen.
best.
Okay.
This is some spooky woo shit going on here.
Your knot looks spooky woo-tastic.
That was god.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
You don't need to know. I'll just kick him into the water.
Pepper, you
It's-
tell him this, but you actually had to retie it like several times. His knot, you would not even worthy of like a knot on your shoe. So
So the next time you tie a knot, you want to take the bunny ear, and then you make the other
And
bunny
you put
ear.
it in your mouth.
No, that's no.
Then
that's
you have to
not
cross stitch it with a herringbone plait.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about dipper, not... Sorry, loops, yes.
Can I just
Better
Spartan kick him
watch
into
it,
the water
cat.
now?
that would be mean, but yeah, sure.
So I
I'm gonna roll
apologize.
for that.
I apologize. I had to step away. So we are at a
Pond.
pond. Okay.
It seems bottomless. Bubbles come up from the bottom every once in a while, and the cat's about to jump in the water.
Perfect.
And he's tied
Yep.
to the
I
vest.
believe the cat got
Have we-
Spartan kicked into the water.
Do we have any sort of meat in our supplies? Like just a small piece of jerky or something?
Well, we're going
Um,
fishing at the moment, so
There is
Dude.
that.
We use the cat
the cat
As-
is bait.
as bait.
Well, actually, I don't have a smell with this because I activated
don't have
environmental
You're
systems,
a
so
cat. You're gonna hit
I'm
the water and make
paralyzed.
enough noise
I'd
to
like to
attract
test.
everything.
You
If
have
it's that hot, that, like, is it warm? Like, is there heat coming off the water?
no. It's fine. It's
Okay.
actually pretty cool.
Okay.
Steve, you have a cashew cilantro mango chicken bar of protein.
Huh.
What?
Now he's just making stuff up.
Wow.
Well,
Like-
when,
and what-
Eat that.
when you
like-
just make a paste, you can make it taste like anything. So,
Lunch.
And
What the
I'll be
hell?
activating my infrared vision while I'm going
Okay.
under too.
Ooh.
really?
Like zoomy
Yeah,
bean juice.
everybody wait while Steve makes his coffee.
Yeah. And I'm gonna try and go down quietly because I don't trust. It's water.
So, simultaneously, you get Spartan kicked into the water, which gets you in the water, and President Ovaltine just sort of like starts tossing some bits of protein bar into the water that starts to sink to the bottom because it's very dense. And so you see like one piece sort of like fall next to you, and you're like, oh crap. But yeah, you're at the bottom. You're floating towards the bottom. Give me an athletics check.
Can I make it an acrobatics check?
Sure, we'll do that.
Fancy swimming.
20.
So you're doing like some weird synchronized swimming stuff to get towards the bottom, and your infrared vision sort of shows you like some small creature, continues to sort of small creatures, then like the plants give off a little heat. But you see a blip in your infrared where like the rock gives way to almost what looks like a light source or something further in.
A light source?
A light source.
Okay. I will sneakily along the ocean for the water floor go there.
Okay. You've come
take
to
a
the
look
end
at
of your
that.
rope. Because you're like 90 feet down at this point.
There is nothing bigger than a small fish around me, though.
Yeah.
Can I go back and get more rope?
You would only have another length of rope that gets you another like 30 feet, and this is like another 120 feet or so in.
Oh, man. All right, I'll go for it. I'll die on the first session.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Curiosity
Way
killed
to
the cat.
be.
Beat me to it.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay, what? You didn't tell me to do anything.
No,
And you drown.
you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. I said I was
Just
going
so
there. You didn't
ominous.
tell me. You didn't tell me I was doing anything else. Like you didn't tell me to make a roll or
So
anything.
far, you're still alive. Keep going.
Yeah, you're still alive. What do you do? You go into the
What-
light source?
What is the light source? Like
So
it's-
you actually are able to come up, and you see that there is a light source literally up above you, about 30 feet up.
Hmm.
Did you untie yourself? You said you untied.
Yeah, because you
yeah.
said that I had to in order to get there.
Okay, cool. So what do you want to do now?
I'm going to use the comms and inform people of what's going on.
Okay.
Giant
I'm just gonna-
anglerfish.
And
So he tells you
before-
that he swam down about 90 feet. He went about another 120 feet into what he thinks is the rock surface, and then about 30 feet above him is a light source.
Do you
Did you die?
Okay.
are you okay? Are you going further?
I'm
I
still
have-
dry, so no, I believe I'm still alive.
You
At
sure this
least
isn't,
I'm
like,
not in hell.
cat heaven or something. All right.
I
I have
slowly sneak
concerns
my
now.
way
Do
up.
you want to come back?
Well, at
I'll
this
be
point,
fine.
all right.
Okay.
As
Well,
I
I'm
die.
just gonna feel the rope is completely slack and just pull it back in. I
Yeah,
guess.
you pull it
No.
back in.
Do not pull it back in.
I
You
heard
wait
he pulled it
until I
back
get
in.
back.
I heard he pulled it back in.
Uh,
So you break.
Well, it went slack. I thought you were dead.
Yeah, you know. So you
I did try and save your life. You should have said something.
Nyanta,
Oh,
you
no.
break to the surface, or do you break the surface? Because as you go, like, you're pretty sure you're like, that looks like a light up above you, like literally
my-
like a light.
With the infravision, do I see any heat sources around there?
The light itself is the only heat source, and it lights up pretty good. It's like one of those fancy industrial lights.
The light bulb.
All right, I will go up. I will break the surface.
You break the surface, and it's a large, colossal dragon. I need you to roll initiative.
Oh man, I knew I was gonna die in the first session.
Yeah, it sucks. I'm sorry. I gave you every
Alright.
chance. Anyway,
I'm intentionally failing the save so that I can get the coolest possible death.
cool. What you actually see is the water is coming out of a large metal grate.
That's great.
Ho!
All right, now
I
your
see
character
what you
dies for
did
the
there.
fun.
We've been walled in with his puns, haven't we?
Pun
We have-
damage.
Okay.
2d6 psychic damage.
I find puns very grating.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
That was degrading.
Oh.
Horrible.
Speaking of degrading, yeah, it's just
Cheesy.
water coming down with this light behind it.
Yeah, it's like an old sewer grate, basically. So like you're in like a man-made sort of like sewer where there's like an old industrial light above you that just seems to have lasted forever, and in front of you is like a grate, like a huge metal thick grate, and the water
I
is just flowing
inform
out of it.
everyone of this and how there is sign of civilization through the form of proper hygiene.
Sanitation.
Proper hygiene.
Huh?
Sanitation.
Cool. So what do you do? Was it, everybody's aware of this now that he's.
I would like everyone to join me
Did we just leave him?
in the poopy pool.
Right, you're like,
don't know.
how many
Like-
feet underwater?
I am so confused right now.
I went down about 120 feet. And then I went down another 100. And then I went up 30.
I can't hold my breath that long.
No, you have environmental protections in your suit. That's what
do?
I did too. You take one full round action to activate it, and you basically have your level, whatever level the item is, in basically self-contained life support for a day, or however many days your level is.
Yeah, so it's down about 90 and over like 120, 140, 60, and then up another 30. So that's where you went.
I mean, this does. You know what? Fine. I'm sold on it. I'm going to jump. I'm just going to jump in.
Okay? You sink to the bottom eventually, and you're able to get and like link up with them after climbing up and getting to them. And
He
you
just walks.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
care. I just.
Yeah, that's what.
Freaking Necron.
Yeah, you're able to get there, and you're like, oh yeah, totally is a grate. It's real thick.
Right there.
It's right
If only there
there.
was like a welding torch or something we could cut it with.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
And he
who would
could
have
he
a
could have
welding
taken with
torch here?
him.
I mean, it's weird. No. I would burn myself with a welding torch. Have you seen these hands? No. Ha.
Listen
No,
here,
thank
Clamps.
you.
You mean the hand? You mean your hands aren't also welding torches?
Sir, that is degrading.
What kind of robot are you?
Okay. We are not all.
If you had welding torches for hands, you could definitely be degrading. Right now, in
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah, I could be degrading that. But I don't. No, I don't have welding torches for hands. Not all of us have welding torches. I was programmed to be for psychological therapy. Thank you very much. We do not
I think you
all
need
have
some.
welding torches. It is because of these questions and the constant. We're not all the same. God damn it. Okay, do not need welding torches, and I do not want them.
Whatever you say. Comrades, are you joining us? Join
I
us
have
in this
to-
degrading situation.
Ugh.
Yeah, screw it.
Nibbles pushes the
Yeah.
button on his second skin. His helmet comes on. And he happily jumps in the water.
All right. Is there anybody that doesn't go into the water?
You know what? I'll wait, and I'll stay outside for right now.
You'll stay
See what
outside.
happens.
Okay. Who has the torch?
Not me,
I-
that's for damn sure.
Nibbles had it last.
Oh, Nibbles had it last. All right, so Nibbles, you're able to get up in there, and yeah, you're all standing in front of a large metal grate.
Are we like
Would you like to cut it apart, Nibbles?
out of the water or still in the water?
You're standing in like what's best
Like a
described as
cistern?
like a cistern, like a sewer, like one of the your typical like sewer type setting.
Got it.
We're standing in a cesspool.
The water's
So I
actually
can-
incredibly clean.
Like in,
Well, my
yeah, by clean
Not what I meant.
standards. So I can take my helmet off and I just go, yeah. The torch comes out.
you should have just held it in your mouth and just had the
That's
tip
so
come out and
weird.
used it like that.
I activate fire breathing.
Actually,
Cool.
no, Neanderthals should just pick them up and do it like that.
No, I'm holding it and then somebody else is holding me.
Yeah. Cool. So it takes you a bit of time, but you're able to like sort of slice off part of the grate and push it down, and it falls down with a large metallic thud.
Clang.
And there's a few flickering lights beyond the way, and that there's this tiny stream of water comes out way far back into whatever type of grate hole this thing is.
Well, curiosity killed something, so I'm going to go find it. Or I'm going to go take a look.
Okay, cool.
And just
Cool,
kind
cool,
of not even stealthy. He doesn't even think about it. He just he starts walking.
All right. Just walking forward.
Pretty much. Yep.
Oh, God.
So, Sobek, you heard that he's just walking into possible danger. Do you still remain outside, or do you go inside, or what do you do?
They're all gonna die if I don't go in, aren't they? God damn it. Ah, bitch. All right. Fine, I'm just gonna dive in and go after him.
Cool. All right. So eventually, like, Terry's already marched in. By the time Terry's sort of like fading in the distance, Sobek comes up behind you guys. Does anybody follow in with Terry, or do you just let Terry go by himself?
I'm covering Terry's rear from a safe distance.
Okay. What is everybody else
We
doing?
want him to get hit first with the trap.
I'm gonna stay between all the larger things.
Actually, how tall is this?
It's like
thing.
a 10-foot tall,
Yeah.
like, it's sort of cramped.
Someone's not gonna fit.
Oh, good. Comrade Ovaltine will be able to squeeze in.
You're muted.
Yep. Yeah, I guess I'm just trying to do my best to squeeze in behind Terry.
Okay. So Terry's
Pick
marching
up the
forward.
rear.
You take up the rear.
Terry's just he's just not buried. He's more fascinated with whatever's down the tunnel than he is actually like paying attention to what's going on around him right now.
All right, cool. Everybody else is following somewhere behind Terry and just sort of watching him march forward. So Terry, you actually pass by what you're pretty sure is a water filtration system. you think a larger version of what you guys managed on the beach is actually sucking in water from the ocean and purifying it down here in this weird sewer cistern thing. And it's actually got a spigot that's been, looks like it's been left on forever, and it's like rusted off, and now there's just this hole that's just spilling out water, and you're pretty sure that's what's created the lake and the stream. So it goes in both directions now, the direction that you're walking, and it's going back where you came from. But you're able to analyze it pretty quickly, and as you're standing there, everybody sort of like inches up and sort of sees it too. But yeah, this water is just being created through technology. Mechanically, yeah.
Technology.
And the tunnel seems to go deeper and further still. And now pipes are actually joining you on the side of the wall. And so like there's water pipes coming from this thing. You're pretty sure there's like some sanitation pipes that go further out and elsewhere. But and there's even some like electrical wires that are hooked up to this thing that go further in. But this thing just looks like it's been running forever. And there's a lot of weird like lichen and moss and things that have grown up around this thing. And yeah, the tunnel just goes further deeper into the volcano.
Well, the maintenance wasn't done very well on this thing. I mean, assuming there hasn't been people here in a while. Do you think anyone's here? I don't necessarily think people are here anymore.
He does not know.
If only they had a android with welding fingers to keep it up.
Nibbles think we'd be careful. Maybe Spooky was down here.
Nice.
Okay. I was just thinking that. Yeah.
So
All right,
long as there's a ship for us to leave in.
Before we go any further, I'll turn. Pepper, can you look at this and see how long it's been since someone's been here?
Well, just, based on the amount of rust, it's been quite a while, but I can definitely check for a little more detail.
Basically, we want to find out, is there anyone that's been around here? Can this just run forever until eventually it breaks apart, or is there someone trying to keep this around? Is what I'm
right, if it's automated.
Yeah. It's a good question. Pepper's probably the one that can answer that question.
Yeah, actually.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Good on you, Steve.
Physical science or engineering? Or something else?
Engineering will tell you about the machine itself, and you might be able to get some logs off of that. If you did physical science, you might be able to study the structure itself. Life science would get you something from the vegetation that's sort of grown up around it, like the moss and like mildew and stuff. So if you want to roll 3 rolls and sort of determine if anybody wants to split their roles, and so Pepper could roll engineering, somebody could roll life science, somebody could roll physical science, or just let Pepper do her thing.
Well,
I can
don't
help you with. I have an 8 in it.
You have an 8 in what?
Engineering.
Oh, okay. I think Pepper's got a 9, so if she wants to roll something else, you could trade off.
If you do need any help with the life sciences, I do have a 6.
And I have a 6 in physical science.
Well, I think if we all work together, we might be able to back you up here.
And then I also have the mechanic profession. By the way.
Yeah, that's definitely good for you.
Yeah, that's actually, I think your DC gets lowered by 5 to make checks like this, because this would probably be like a engineering culture kind of thing.
Yeah, you could roll that, and that would actually might get you a better result.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, cool. So you're able to be not destructive to this thing and just sort of use your mechanical expertise to sort of analyze it. So go ahead and roll your mechanic profession.
Maybe.
Nice, 22. So you're able to find like some serial numbers. Unfortunately, none of you're not getting any signal out, so it's not like you can look up the internet and see like get tech support and be like, hey, how old's the serial number sort of stuff. But
Wait,
you got
there's no
like
space internet.
not where you're at right now.
The space internet's down.
The signal is down. Yes.
Someone's got to restart the space router.
Somebody's got to
plug it back
restart.
in.
Yeah, there is no
Stop
space
playing
router.
the Space Halo.
Did you turn it off? Turn it back on?
So you're
Did
able
you
to find
space
like
turn it off and turn it on again?
and you got a manufacturing date on this thing that just doesn't even make sense in the sense of like how dates are recorded. Like, this thing's old as hell.
Is this the equivalent of like that original Linksys like blue router?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh God.
yeah, that's kind of what you've got going on here with that.
The very yeah.
Like the one
Commodore
right before
64.
Netgear came out.
Just the
So this
blue
poor device
brick.
has been all alone and lonely for a very, very long time. No one's messed with it. It's definitely out of date. I think I'll name it Ned.
Ned is a fine choice. A fine choice.
Oh, poor Petunia.
No, if you're gonna name something for two, you should call this thing like Nedry or something. Use the full.
No,
Full
his name is Ned.
It was Ned.
Ned it is.
Ned it is. Somebody want to roll physical, and does somebody want to roll life on?
I get physical,
Okay.
unless somebody's got better than 6.
I got nothing.
I've got 6 in both life and physical.
Okay.
Okay.
If you want to do a life, just go for it.
Physical science.
22, physical science.
Guys are rolling high. So you're able to sort of study the structure itself in this area, and the structure is older than the actual mechanical device itself.
Really?
Mm-hmm. In fact, you're starting to now notice, like, this almost looks like not sci-fi high tech, but looks like some old sort of like cobblestone, like under Paris sort of labyrinth, sort of catacomb sort of structure now as you move further in. And if somebody wants to roll life science,
Can I back made a kimchi up?
yeah, if you want to, that'll give them a +2 if you succeed as well.
And because I am a Xeno Seeker, DC is reduced by 5.
That's awesome too.
Nice. I got a 12.
You got a 12, okay. And
I got an 11.
so you're like, yeah, that's moss. It's been here for a while, I think.
No, Nibbles would definitely like runs up to it real quick, just like does the
Chew on it.
the mouse like sniff. Turns around and goes, "Yep, he's moss."
Nibbles, don't eat that. You don't know what it's been growing in.
Little tongue comes out.
Are there levers, buttons?
The fact that I've heard that noise that you just made.
Right. Are there levers, buttons, or like those old timey like,
Cranks?
It's not that old.
No.
And none of that.
This isn't Axis Chemicals from
No.
89 Batman.
No, none of that's there. You can definitely tell like these pipes in this machine were sort of retrofitted into some sort of old catacomb thing that was built into the volcano itself. But it's weird that there would actually be like a tunnel at the bottom of a volcano. So
Right.
the volcano has probably been dormant for forever. This tunnel was built for slightly less than forever, and then this machine's been here for not forever ever, but
Is it hot in here, or is it cave temperatures because the volcano is actually dormant?
the best you can tell, it's damp, it's muggy, but it's cool.
Okay, so we're not getting any residual heat out of the caldera of the volcano.
No.
Right.
That's good. At least we won't roast.
True.
So has Have other people taken off their life suit yet?
I have. I took my helmet off. I had to get the
Okay.
torch out.
He has a point.
I would like to just see doing like a
Oh,
life science or medicine check just to make sure that he is still entirely healthy and hasn't been poisoned or something by the air.
Oh, from the moss? Yeah, no, there's nothing hurtful.
Okay.
Hmm.
After verifying this, I will too take
Don't
off
open
my
the
mask.
door. Don't step out there. You don't know. Is there air?
Just see Buzz Lightyear just.
So Nibble will look at Pepper. And Pepper, you see these before? Like the actual. Has Pepper seen this type of technology, or is this like just something that never seen ever?
Completely mind-boggling.
I mean, we know it's old, but did the engineering help in like that type of stuff? Words?
Words and things.
Words and things and words and things and words and things.
I can relate to you, Pepper.
Fancy
You've
Mr. Pepper.
never really seen anything this old or like this. This is kind of old. I mean, you've seen water filtration systems before, but you've never seen anything like this one. So
Okay.
this is definitely weird.
Well, this is definitely strange. I've never seen anything like this before. It seems really old, like so old that even my great grandmouse hasn't even seen it. And we've got really short lifespans, so I mean, I guess it's not really all that long ago.
Tuesday.
Yeah, like last Tuesday.
20 generations ago. Also Wednesday.
It's so sad.
This is possibly part of an ancient civilization that knows nothing of the technology that we have nowadays.
Oh, that's fun. It's not great. It's
So
there
it's
any-
really old.
yeah.
Are there any like
Exactly.
consoles or anything?
Nope, just the way you came
Motion
in.
sensor thingies or anything?
Nope, just the way you came in and the way you were going.
Got
Nibble said we follow pipe.
I've
I
We
was
follow
gonna
pipe.
say we should probably just
Go
keep
follow
going
pipe.
now.
Come
That's
pipe.
likely
need-
an
we
excellent
need-
idea.
we need to be a little cautious moving forward. I've dealt with some of the old relics from, let's say, people of our past lives, and it doesn't always end well.
Either way, this is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
To make
And we've been copyright struck.
Oh, shit.
But this is the way. See?
to make Terry feel a little bit better, I can dim my moat so we're not as visible.
No, thank you. It's just, yeah, this, I've run across relics like these, but like, I don't know what's ahead, but I've had run-ins with the older, let's say, generations, and ignorance is not great when we deal with things like that. Is what I found out. So let's be a little careful. Be a lot
So-
careful.
Does anybody take Terry's advice and move stealthily? Or are you just all sort of...
I will stealth.
All right.
I will be as sneaky as I possibly can.
Excellent. Who has
Sneaky
the
it
lowest
is.
stealth?
I have 9.
9.
I have a 10.
A 10.
I have a 10.
You have a
I have a
10.
3.
You have a 3.
I also have a 3.
You have a 3, and John, is that a 3 that I see?
That's a 3.
All right. Everyone who has a 3, I need you to roll stealth.
Oh,
You got it, guys. I
17.
made sure
Whew.
all of my
Not
all
too
of the
bad.
cogs and the screws and the nails
Nice.
and the
20.
nuts and bolts. I made sure that they're all secure.
I believe in you.
Damn it, Pepper.
So,
Little mouse. The
Everybody's
point is
sort
to
of-
stop talking.
everybody's sort of like up against the wall, shimmying along, and you actually do come to the end, and Pepper's like, I'm securing everything, I'm tying these cogs, I'm doing this, walks out into an open area and is like, yep, I got everything secure. Clunk, as a wrench falls on the ground and hits a metal grate. And then suddenly you hear like robotic noises like zoop, and you hear like a small like little alarms, and you see something above you on like some catwalks, a pair of active security droids approach.
See, should have put it in your mouth. You'll find one out.
That's what she said.
And everybody, give me initiative rolls.
Oh, the most
damn it.
powerful request in any tabletop RPG. Roll initiative. Do I have to click a token? No.
No, you just have to roll initiative on your thing.
Come on.
Oh,
There
look
it
at
is.
that. Terry.
Oh, good. I got an 8.
Oof.
Terry, nice.
Cool. Wait, is that?
Hey.
Hey.
Terry over here.
Look at Nibble. Wow.
The nibble. Oh, buddy.
I moved.
God,
Like his
20.
nipples keeps his weapon in his mouth.
His
You can
mouth
go
is a
first,
weapon.
Nibble.
They want me to go first?
Yes, you go first.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, Nibble, you're first. These things are you've come up into like the actual caldera of the volcano. It's fairly wide enough so that there is that a starship up there on a landing platform. You're not sure, but just up you're actually on the bottom of a volcano, which is like solid lava rock with like some things supports drilled into it and things like that. But just above you, sort of like spanning the entirety of the caldera, is this weird like catwalk like system of like platforms and things like that, and that's where the security robots are coming at you from. And you see some stairs and some ladders and things that could help you get up there.
So who was first?
You said Terry
Oh,
deferred
is it
to
me?
you.
I didn't know if anybody had higher than 23.
You and Terry both got 23, and he deferred to you first.
I didn't know if the enemies had higher.
Nope.
All right. So, as a Solarian, at the beginning of any combat, I have to choose what stance, or actually every turn, I have to choose what stance I take,
Okay.
or mode, I should say.
Have you considered hamster style kung fu?
I'm gonna go with graviton mode for this.
All right, hold up. Before we continue, everybody raise your hand if you get the hamster style reference.
I just thought it was funny.
Wait,
Okay, cool. Just
a lot
checking.
of hamster puns.
Go ahead, Nibble.
Darn.
Much to my chagrin.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take graviton mode, so I get 1 in graviton. I can only do cool stuff when I hit 3. So.
Okay, cool. What do you do then?
So, the other party hasn't noticed this, but once Nibble senses danger, his eyes get a little more thin and focused, and what you see coming around his body is the moat that was flying around him dims significantly, almost black, and then there's like blue armor that comes around him, protecting his body.
Cool.
and that just happens. So I pull out my pistol, and I shoot it.
You shoot.
I shoot at the closest secure matron.
There appear to be 2 as far as you can tell.
Well, I would assume that I would have put my pistol in my mouth when we were underwater.
It shoots fine.
So I have to use a move action to
No.
spit it out.
You're fine. You're good.
And put it back in my hand.
I'll
Yes.
give you that as a bonus action. You're good.
And then I will fire.
Okay.
Do I have an attack button? I do. Attack button, go.
Nice. An attack of 19. That's a heck of a roll. Oh,
Okay.
it didn't include.
I'm supposed to get a +4 to that.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how the bonus. It's not taking your bonus into account naturally.
So that's actually a 23.
Yes. Anywhere on all your sheets where it says the bonus, add whatever your attack bonus is plus your or whatever your range bonus or your melee bonus, depending on what type of attack it is. Cool. So a 19 hits, and you get 2 damage, and you see it like phases, and the laser beam just literally goes straight through the robot. It looks fragile.
It should be 3 damage. It's taking -1 away.
Oh, weird. Why is it doing that?
I rolled a 3.
It's rolling your strength. Probably.
Yeah, I know why. Hold on.
on.
I can fix that. I think I know why.
Oh, there's I click ranged on there. Let me try this again, just to see what happens. All right, it didn't add it.
-1.
It's still doing -1.
You're shooting the laser pistol?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Melee is click. Hold on. Let me try it one more time. There we go. The damage is correct, and the attack is correct.
Awesome. There you go. Cool.
So make sure your little check boxes in your weapons.
It's
You
really
gotta-
small.
you gotta zoom
so,
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I had checked it
geez.
for you.
That was
Okay,
very
cool.
small.
So, yeah, 3 damage. Boom. And it goes like right through it, almost like this thing's fragile. So, Terry, you're next.
I'm going to see what my fellow companion has done and do the same thing.
Okay.
I'm going to spread out a little bit and try and make myself maybe 10 feet away from the
Cool.
party.
And there are some places within range that you could take some cover. So,
That would be great. Thank you.
you're running, but you're running as you're shooting, and you just like your shots are scattered and you miss.
This is not the first time I've done this. I can do this, I swear.
And so, because the security droids heard poor Pepper first, they're going to fire on her. One's going to fire on her, and one's going to fire on Dwayne because he shot at it.
Who's this Dwayne person?
I'm sorry, Nibbles.
Nibbles.
I'm gonna change my name to Nibbles. There we go.
So, on your sheet, you have
You're
two.
just nibble.
I am just Nibble.
You have
Nibble.
2 ACs. You have what is a kinetic AC, and you have an energy AC. So
Yes.
these guys are using laser weapons, so this would be against your energy AC. So, Nibble, what's your energy AC?
14.
14.
Wait.
Okay.
Yes. I think that's right.
Take 2 damage as this laser beam hits you. And
And that is
Pepper.
from stamina, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I was gonna say, for those watching at home who've never played Starfinder, did you want to cover how stamina and hit points work?
Yeah, so you have hit points, which is not hit points like other games. It's literally like your like your actual like life force, like your physical self. So you have that score. And then you have what's called stamina, which works a lot like the old 3.5 Star Wars game, which had, what was that, vitality or something like that. So the way that Starfinder works is basically you're never hit until you're hit. So like stamina would be like you dodge out of the way, or you're able to like duck for cover real quick, or it deflects off your armor or something like that. Whereas if someone crits you though, then that goes straight to your hit points, and then that's when you actually get hit and bad things happen. So you can lose all your stamina but still have hit points, but then if you lose all your hit points, then you're in the dying phase. So you lose stamina first, then you lose hit points, but crits could go straight to hit points. So there's that.
Yes, my armor was not correct.
Cool.
My armor was actually 15.
Oh. I still hit you though. Pepper, what's your energy AC?
It is 14.
Oh, nice. So, you actually are just like, you hear that wrench clink, the robots come up, and then one fires, and it fires straight over your head, and you're just like, oh crap. But it like singes your ear just a little bit. So you
Whoa.
take
Ow.
you take 1 hit point. Or you take 1 stamina. And it is your turn.
Me. Oh. I think it's time for Skitters to do something.
Okay, cool. What does Skitters do?
Right.
I did put a weapon in Skitters' weapon mount, so.
Thank you. It's not switching. It changed my icon, but not my character sheet.
Open that character sheet. Review that new character sheet.
Aha!
There you go.
Yeah. Let's see. So, is that days? The spell days?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What are you looking for? His weapon?
Yeah.
It would actually be under weapons. I think it's the laser pistol. And you should just be able to click that and it'll roll.
Yeah.
Attack. It's 4. Did that roll right? No, that's not right. Oh, because it didn't update. That's 4 plus... Roll again. 7. 7 plus 2. You would still miss. Skitter like jumps up and like shoots out his little bullet gun, but it misses the monster. And
Oh, you got a little overzealous, buddy.
He did. I'll fix your weapon rolls. Found a problem in the sheet.
That's a really sheety problem.
Terrible.
Oh, man.
All right, he's fixed now.
Thank you.
That punch is grating on me now.
President Ovaltine.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a mod. This is the robot left, right? So that was
There's
up in the
2
catwalk.
robots, yeah.
2 robots. Okay, so I'm going to pull out my survival knife, and I'm going to move up for an attack. But I also want to make sure that I use my trick attack. You can trigger Startle a foe and then attack when she drops her guard. As a full action, you can move up to your speed, whether or not you moved. You can then take an attack with a melee weapon with the operative special property, which the knife does have, or with any small arm. Just before making your attack, attempt a bluff, intimidate, or stealth check. Or a check associated with your specialization, see page 94. The DC is equal to 20 plus your target's CR.
Okay.
Yar.
If you succeed on the check, you deal an extra 1d4 damage, and then that grows as I get higher. It's the rogue sneak attack in this game.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
All right, so I have to. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to move up to my speed to one of the rubits, and I'm going to make a bluff, a stealth on them.
Okay. It's a ninja robot, so it can't be bluffed.
I will quit this goddamn game right now. 22.
22. You said it's 20 plus its challenge rating?
Yeah.
You make it.
All right. Sweetness. Okay. So I'm going to need an extra d4 on this if I hit. So then I go in to stab him. Does a 15 hit him?
A 15 does hit.
All right. Then he is going to take 4 total slashing damage.
All right, cool.
As the 13-foot tall giant alien space fairy just kind of like slips past him in the shadows, comes up and then stabs him in like a rear hydraulic pump.
Next, the start of next game, we have to describe our characters because we're really underselling what you look like. I forgot about that. So you go up and you slash, and you actually like manage to get into the guts of this thing. We'll say this is the same one that Nibble actually hit, and you twist that, and you actually like pull out some circuitry, and this thing just sort of like slumps to the ground dead. Cool. And
Disassemble Johnny 5.
I've already forgotten. What's the cat's name?
Nyanta.
Nyanta. It is your turn. What do you do?
I pull out a gun and I shoot the last
All right.
one.
Shoot
and you
that
said,
last one.
But you said that there was cover.
You
Like-
could possibly duck behind cover if you wanted to.
Yeah, after I shoot it, I'm going to duck behind some cover.
Okay.
I am not cover.
Whether I hit it or not.
A 10.
Yeah, a 10 doesn't hit. I don't think a 10's going to hit. That was
A
a
10
2.
is not going to hit. That is
The closest I can do without rolling a 1.
Yeah, that is how numbers work.
Yeah.
So you shoot as you duck behind cover, and it just sort of flies wild and misses. Sobak.
Right. Where is everybody located to me?
Just, you would be the last one left in the tunnel. Nib is sort of hiding. Pepper, unless she moved, is still kind of out in the open. Everybody else, I think, is behind cover. So
Right.
you're the last one to move at this point.
Okay, and how far away is the robot from me?
30 feet.
Oh, well, yeah, that's definitely within the range of that thing. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fire my artillery laser at him.
Okay.
Oh, God, nope.
Nope. So you get up there and you're just like, I'm a badass Vex soldier, and you just fire wildly, and just like shots go everywhere. There's a couple of weird explosions and stuff, but yeah, that
I made things blow up. I'm happy.
you made things blow up. And we're on to round 2, and we're back up to Nibble.
I will again take forth my graviton mode, bringing me up to 2 graviton points.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'll get to use it before combat's over.
Gravitas points? Gravitas? Gravitas.
Then
Feels right.
I will yet again fire at the remaining security tron.
Okay.
I can't say that word.
Securitron?
Yeah, I can't.
Securematron.
Securematron.
Securematron. Okay. Names are important, okay?
And I fire.
Okay.
And I'm an idiot. I was still in edit mode, sorry.
An 8. Ooh. But you got max damage. That sucks. Yeah, you fire wildly and it misses.
You
Terry.
hear from the other corner. It happens to everyone.
T3, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna look at it and go, sir, you're clearly very brittle and you've outlasted literally every other person here besides us. I think it's time for you to go. And he's going to not
16.
hit, talk about
Nice.
him and not hit it. Okay.
No,
All right.
you
Cool.
hit.
Got it.
Nice.
And you add 4. It's 4. That hits. That's a good. So yeah, you're talking, and you're just like, and you fire, and you sort of like blow off one of its arms, because it's this little like squat thing with like 2 laser arms, and like it's got like little spider four
It's a
4
droideka.
spider legs. Yeah, more or less.
All right.
And so it goes to its turn, and it sees the Vesk as the biggest threat currently.
There's a 13-foot dude. He's bigger.
But it missed him, so, you know. Okay, it is that. Alright, so it's going to roll.
Do you add dex to these damage rolls or no?
No, I don't think so. And it fires at the Vesk and totally misses. Pepper, it's back to you. Finish this thing off.
I'm going to tell Skitters to give it another shot. I believe in him so much. He can do it.
Poor little spicy crab.
Go Skitters.
Spicy crab.
I want spicy crab now. I want seafood. God damn it. Steve.
That does sound
wait,
good.
we can't do
What is
seafood.
going
Yeah,
on?
we can't, man. Thanks.
25.
25.
Holy crap.
Skitters just needed a little head pat. You know.
So
You just need words of
everybody.
encouragement of spicy crab.
So this little silver beetle thing with bouncy googly eyes, like, just sort of skits up, pew pew, and just every shot just goes right into the brain of this thing, and it explodes. And we are out of combat.
Oh my gosh, is Skitters okay?
You're a fantastic little companion, metal box.
Yeah. And I just kind of like brush away the metal very carefully on top of Skitters, going, that was impressive.
And so
Oh, wearing like a hat.
you're all able to sort of take a breath, and the sun is sort of like moves over the caldera, and you look up and you actually see a starship sitting up there, and it looks like this. I'll post it into Discord.
That's not.
Dibs.
Ooh. Hey, I can fly that thing.
Don't
you're
know what I'm
like-
calling dibs on, but dibs.
And so
Shotgun.
there's a starship up there, and that's where we end the story. Until next awesome time. So
What?
yeah.
Starship!
Spaceship.
Cool.
So excited!
You guys
Sorry.
managed to
I'll tone it down.
crash land, survive, navigate the dinosaur jungle, go to the bottom of the pool, find a grate, fight some robots, and you found a starship. But what shot you down? What made you crash? You don't know that. So,
Did we
Incredible.
crash?
Does
Everyone.
the Starship have keys?
does it? That's a good question. You'll have to
Good
find out next awesome time. So
wonder
everyone,
this now.
vote for who your favorite player was tonight. Whoever votes will get a cumulative +1 to all the rolls and damage next week. So starting with John, you're the new guy.
My point is going to, because I'm horrible with names, I apologize. Voodoo Arcade. Yes, your portrayal of the 14 foot tall, strong and silent man who creeped the hell out of me while I was trying to do something, and he's just like, how does a 14-foot tall thing be that quiet? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
The same stealth as me. The cat built to be quiet.
That's gonna be so fun. Is this large-sized character and being an
Outstealth
operative,
cat.
being an operative and having all that? That's gonna be fun. But thank you.
Cool. Dwayne, who's your favorite and why?
Man. I was not ready for this. Even though I knew it was coming.
So you know it's coming.
I had the
I
whole
am-
game and I am unprepared.
I am going to choose Terry for this evening.
Okay, cool.
For his because he's weird. Even Dwayne as a player is still trying to figure him out. He's like this weird android of knowledge,
Mhm.
Like if Data had emotions, but then didn't
Right.
express them.
but was confused about them.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
that's,
happy and I don't know why.
that's pretty close to it. Yeah, that's pretty close. Like he tries very hard, and he has feelings, but he doesn't know what to do with them. And so, what do you do with them? Is if
You
you
throw them
have
at
them and
people.
you don't understand them, you just kind of like say things.
Write it
And
on a
do
rock
things.
and throw it at people.
You just say things.
You just kind of say things.
Nice.
Thank you.
Steve, who's your favorite? Why?
I think I'm gonna have to give it to Ever, strictly for the makeup and the costume and going all
Yeah,
out. Like,
on
I
point.
mean, all the role play was great. You know, we're still fleshing out our characters and things like that. So I think coming into the game with all of that ready to go was awesome and helped everyone kind of, feel comfortable jumping into the game. So, Ever.
Cool. Ever. Who's your favorite? Why?
My favorite was the moment where I actually smiled when we were in the camera previous to joining our stream, scaring the crap out of people with the teeth. That was the best. I'm gonna vote for Nibble because Rado. No, but like reminding me that we had cheek pouches and just like
That was one of the reasons.
Did you-
That was one of the reasons this got picked.
I know the same
Oh my
for me,
God.
but like and the welding torch, like the whole thing. I just pictured it like a clown pulling flags out of his mouth. So
Clowns.
yes.
Thank you.
Cool. Devin, who's your favorite?
I'm going to give it to Nibbles because I pictured Nibbles being the torch.
Yep.
Oh, right.
That was awesome. That was
Any
great.
tubes sticking out?
And finally, Tim, who's your favorite and why?
I'm actually gonna give this one to Devin because he portrayed his character exactly how I imagined he would,
Nice.
voice and all, and it was perfect.
Yeah, that'd be,
I'll be
that'd
honest, I would
insane.
probably hate your character if he was real.
Oh, I absolutely hate him because that's exactly who he
No
is.
doubt. No doubt. Yeah.
But
I
no,
think it was
definitely,
all great tonight. Everybody did awesome.
yeah, definitely Devin on that one. That especially with the whole thing with the rope.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, remember your votes are +1. They're cumulative. So if you got 2, that's +2. If you got 1, that's +1. That's both to basically everything that you do, as well as damage. So just a +1 to everything you do next week.
Is there a
Um,
place on this sheet for cumulative bonuses?
I don't think so. I might
Well,
be able to
doesn't
ask
matter
Nate to
to me.
program one in, so we'll see what we can do. But cool. Awesome being excellent to each other players. As always, you can find us on the social medias at Vorpal Tales. Please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/VorpalTales. You can find me at Space Lord Pajamas. And I also have my doodle website, cartoon.ninja. Also managing our website, vorpaltales.com. Please check that out. There's a lot of cool stuff there. That's where we do our recaps and everything. It's great. We put a lot of time into it. You should check it out. Everyone else, Plug Your Pluggables. What's your Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is? Where can people find you on the internet? John.
I am mainly found here on Twitch, J330 billion, 3 with 7 zeros. Haven't done it as often as I want to. I have a new child on the way, so we're preparing for that and getting everything going for there.
Cool.
But then on Twitter also, J3 billion is 3 and then spelled out billion. Don't use that much either, but I'm learning. I am definitely learning the internet and how to meme. So we're getting there.
Have you
that's
tried Google searching how to meme?
I
meme.
have tried. I have tried, and
How
I found
does
a
one
bunch of
meme?
memes.
Icon has meme.
Icon has meme?
Icon has meme burger.
Everything's a meme, right? Like that's what I've been learning. Is just
You're-
like
Yeah,
John,
basically.
you are literally
Take-
memeing right now.
right, yeah. Take a picture, put a caption underneath it. Now it's a meme. Have fun.
Awesome.
But
Dwayne.
yeah, that's me.
Cool. Where can they find you, Dwayne?
Oh, I am Dwayne, and everyone can find me on the internet at Made of Kimchi. Doing internet stuff with these people. You can find me here on Thursdays playing Nibble, your pouch-toting friend. Tomorrow, Conan playing douchebag Einar, throwing up all over the place and maybe hitting stuff with arrows. Tuesday, Scion, the new Kickstarter from Onyx Path. Who am I playing in that? Oh yeah, Takahiro.
Yeah, I had a
I'm like,
blank on
wait,
that one too.
And I think that's it.
Dope. Steve, where can people find you?
As always, I have been Steve. You can find me on the internet at Voodoo Arcade. You can also find me here tomorrow, also playing Conan, and our very giving and understanding priest of Mitra, who casts whatever that really horrible spell in Conan was.
Totally a priest of Mitra.
Totally a peaceful priest of Mitra. There's
Yeah,
nothing to
totally.
worry about here. And then I'll be back on Monday for Mage of the Ascension, and then Wednesday for Hunter, and then back here next Thursday for this. So tune on in, catch me playing games with dope people.
Cool. Ever.
Well, you can find me on the internet as Changeling Ever, and I will be tomorrow, Conan, Freya Ymir's daughter, who, that's really hard to say in these teeth. But, on the weekend, Animal Crossing, and then Monday, I will be doing Mage, and on Tuesday, Scion, on Wednesday, Hunter, and then Thursday, back here again for some more mousy goodness.
Dope. Cool. Devin, where can people find you?
You can find me online at Sorta Sullied, or you'll see me lurking here tomorrow for the Conan game, Monday for the Mage game, and then I will be playing on Tuesday's Scion game for the Kickstarter, Wednesday for Hunter, and I'll be back here on Thursday.
Cool. Tim, where can people find you?
You can find me on the internet at Othellos. You will find me back here with everybody next Tuesday for Scion. Again, you'll find me on Wednesday following that for Hunter, and then again back here Thursday for more Starfinder, which is going to be fun. In between, I will be streaming the new Vorpal Tales Arc server as I build things in there for everyone to use for the community before we open it up.
Very cool. Excellent, everybody. Well, Snooker Snacks, you don't have to go home, but you can't keep playing this game tonight. Watch us Thursday nights at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. now. Awesome. Remember to slap that like and subscribe, and for the love of the dice, game on. Bye.
Bye.